Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. It's a beautiful day out here in the universe. It's Wednesday and life is good. Life is good. I'm not gonna lie. I was coping, man. I was coping with missing out on the pump tire stuff. I've been coping with the core coins just dropping, just free falling out of the sky. We have a lot of liquidity tied to stuff like no permissions and Pulse, Solid X, Ink, all that stuff. And so to see the dark just drop into some crazy, fire sale prices for you guys was difficult because we've been obviously all waiting for a pump of the core coins that we hold a lot of, and we've also been waiting for Richard Hart to, or actually more or less we've been waiting for Ethereum to pump. And shout out to Hexiest Man on Earth. He sent me a clip from Your Friend Saw Me that kind of goes over the timing and things like that. I should just play it. I should just play it and take the copyright strike. But basically, it's pretty amazing. Oi oi pops. Red Squirrel's back in #1. Matt Wardell. Hey y'all. Whoever made this video deserves 1,000. They do. I'm not gonna lie. That's my favorite video of all the videos about dark. It hits some really amazing key points. It's beautiful. It's engaging. It's a great video. It's a great video. And who knows? I think someone's getting quite a few dark just from the art contest going on right now. And somebody won the last art contest, which is pretty cool. So I see someone receiving more and more dark in the future for their contributions to this community. We appreciate so much. Sweet video for show. From hopium to copium here. Hexiest, sup playa. Yeah, good times all around. I was definitely in a funk yesterday, and feeling a lot better today. More excited about what's going on, because it was almost like I almost forgot about how awesome our community is, how awesome the project is. The smart contracts, they're there, they're working, they're taking the liquid supply, or the majority of the supply, and they're basically the whole system is made to move close to 87% of the dark matter tokens into the treasury and lottery. And even the stuff that goes in the lottery ends up back in the treasury because people keep minting. And that's the thing, is I didn't understand that we were not explaining the game, the basic game, to you guys. We're getting into the mechanics and the nitty gritty, the math, the little details. But the truth is, this is a game where instead of staking your hex, you mint fuel cell with your dark token. You get one dark token, gets you one fuel cell, and that fuel cell is basically delayed gratification. That fuel cell says, I'm going to give up this dark, or the ability to sell this dark, for a while. I might win the lottery, I might not, but eventually I'm going to give up this dark. It's going to turn into a piggy bank, and that piggy bank is going to fill up with dark every 45 days forever. Now, granted, at the end it'll be dust, but it still gets paid 45 days forever, and it gets filled up with dark. Everything gets paid in dark here. The lottery gets paid in dark, the treasury pays out in dark, and we use dark as our fuel, to get the fuel cells. So yeah, when that light bulb goes on in people's brains and they realize, wait a minute, like, this is a scarce supply, and I get paid in this scarce supply, and we're locking up this scarce supply indefinitely. Because when you send money to the treasury and it eventually bleeds into the fuel cells, it's still not hitting the market. It becomes a game of chicken to see who's going to vaporize and who's not. So really, that stuff could sit in the fuel cells. A lot of people have fuel cells they don't even know about from the airdrop. And that dark matter will just stay there forever. I really don't think a lot of people have just left those. They spun up 10 wallets, right? They gave them to the people we were giving the airdrop to. They got 10, 12. I think some people got like 20 airdrops, honestly. And they're just sitting on all these. A lot of them just rounded up their dark and sold them, or they're just sitting on their dark. And I don't think they're ever going to go back and visit those old wallets because they just spun them up for the airdrop. And then they took the 2 dark out of them, or they're just seeing the 2 dark and they don't know that they've got fuel cells. So we minted 5,000 fuel cells, close to 5,000 fuel cells, and gave them out for free in the very first journey, which gets the highest payout from the treasury. So there's a lot of dark that is never going to see the light of day. A lot of dark. And that's the way we designed it. We designed it to hold as much economic energy as possible in the balloon, and we're trying to squeeze and put as much pressure on that supply, on that energy as possible. So basically, if you think about an air compression facility or a place that makes liquid nitrogen or liquid oxygen, this is what it does. Basically, it compresses the air until the gas turns into a liquid just by compressing it. And then the liquid gets separated just like an oil separator. So the lighter liquid is on top, the heavier liquid's on the bottom, and they pull out the liquid nitrogen for stuff like refrigeration and other things. And then they pull out the liquid oxygen and they use it for all sorts of things. It's incredibly cold. It's really beautiful. Like I used to transport this stuff at the gold mines, and it's got this beautiful blue color to it. Like it's very, very faint. It's really hard to describe, but it's like this very beautiful sky blue color when it's in liquid form. And you can use that to launch rockets. You can use that to heat things to incredible temperatures. And that's kind of what we're doing here is we're taking this economic energy, we're encapsulating it, and we're just adding pressure to it, as much pressure as we can. And we're creating a new product that's it's not really tangible, but it's there. And that's the whole game. The whole game is get dark, convert them into fuel cells, like mint fuel cells. Get dark, mint fuel cells. After that, everyone's like, okay, but then what do I got to do? Literally nothing. You could literally mint a fuel cell and do nothing for the rest of your life. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to come back and end a stake. You don't have to come back and scrape the lottery winnings if you have them, if you don't want to. You don't have to do anything. Once you mint a fuel cell, that fuel cell accumulates dark every 45 days forever. And the older fuel cells, the Michael Jordan rookie cards, I'm trying to show you this thing behind me. I can't see my wall. The Michael Jordan rookie card gets the most yield, and then it drops by 10% every journey for 33 journeys. You have 33 chances to mint a fuel cell, and you literally don't have to do another thing ever again until you want to take profit or until you want to sell the fuel cell. Whatever you want to do, that's up to you, but it's on your timeline. Now, the stickiness is like, well, if people can mint this and just walk away, then wouldn't you lose attention and interest in your project? No, definitely not. We have the story, we have the art, we have the lotteries. Every 11 days, something is happening for the next 4 years, basically. Every 11 days, there's either a minting phase or a lottery and a payout at the end of the 45 days. So it goes 11, 11, 11, 11, which equals 44. And then you have a day to reset where it resets and it basically balances out the treasury, and it earmarks all of the dark that is assigned to each fuel cell. So it keeps track of how much each fuel cell has accumulated. And then it starts over again, 11, 11, 11, 11. And it might even be like a half day, like 12 hours. I'll have to check. But basically, that's it. Like, if you're in this group, if you know, all you've got to know is get dark, mint fuel cells. especially in the first 4 journeys. By the way, we just finished minting for the second journey. So we're going to be minting for the 3rd journey around February 24th. So in about 19 days, we're going to be minting journey 3 fuel cells. And then 45 days later, we're going to be minting journey 4. Now, there's going to be reasons that you want to mint journeys 5 through 33. You still are going to get paid interest in a token that becomes more scarce every day. And you also will have a chance at winning lotteries, which is great. That's a great thing because the lotteries are liquid and the treasury is locked. So lotteries are liquid. You can get those tokens anytime you want after the drawing. And the treasury is locked. You've got to vaporize that fuel cell to get the dark out of it. So I don't know. I feel bad that I have been not explaining this a little bit simpler to y'all, but basically mint fuel cells and you can basically do whatever you want after that. There's no penalties. There's no end stake. It's just vaporize or sell.
Dude, and there's so many other cool features. I mean, again, there's so much information about it, but one of the things that I don't think about is talked about as much, which is one of the cool things about ICOSA and HSIs, right? Like HSIs, which we adopted different elements and then built a lot of new elements. But the fact about the lottery and the yield, it's 2 different earning mechanisms on the fuel cell. You might mint it with one address. You might gift it to someone. You might put it in a wallet that you put in, a cold wallet that you put in a safety deposit box somewhere. The wild thing is you can transfer that. Like you can't transfer hex stake unless it's an HSI, but you can transfer that. And let's say you want to scrape some yield. You could scrape it, and theoretically you can scrape it even though it's in your cold wallet 10 years from now if you wanted to scrape it 10 years from now. Better to use the liquid stuff soon, but the yield that's building up, you can withdraw that in a totally different address somewhere. Like you can literally mobilize your quote unquote financial NFTs, which is just something we've never really seen before, especially with these like 2 different earning mechanisms.
Yeah,
it's unreal, dude.
And on top of that, HSIs have an expiration date.
They do.
Once your HSI or hex stake is up, if you don't immediately restake, even if you immediately restake, you lose a little bit of T-share.
Yep.
In the fuel cells, your T-share is locked in forever.
Right.
Like you literally got the best T-share rate forever.
Exactly.
You don't have to restake or do any of that. Nothing. You can literally just let it ride if you want.
Yep.
The other crazy thing that I don't think people understand that I keep explaining to people, they said, okay, well, what is the lottery paid out in? Because they think there's another token that we're inflating, that we're making, that we're paying the lottery in. I'm like, no, the lottery's paid in dark. So you use dark to make the fuel cell, you get paid the lottery in dark, and you get paid from the treasury in dark.
Without inflation.
Yeah, the same scarce finite token is used in the whole system. And over time, this is designed to create the biggest token scarcity anyone's ever seen in crypto. There's a weird one called Unobtainium and some other Squid Game things where basically they're destroying people one at a time. It's like last man standing. I think that shit's cool too. But as far as like an actual token, which there'll always be a bunch of tokens out there, but they won't be in the circulating supply.
Correct.
What we did was we tried to target the circulating supply because that's all that matters.
Yep.
Is how supply and demand. That's it. I'm trying to build demand and take away supply over time.
Yep. That's
what we programmed into it. So when I look at the evil address, it's still sitting on $500,000 dark, over $500,000 dark.
Fat amount.
But it's going to pump all of that into the treasury and the lottery. And a lot of the lottery ends up back in the treasury because a lot of people are scraping their lottery winnings and minting more fuel cells in the next journey.
Yep.
And so once it hits the treasury, it's off the market. Once it gets paid into the fuel cells, still off the market.
Mm-hmm.
It only hits the market when somebody vaporizes. So really, it's a long game of basically locking up value, as much value as we can over the next 4 years.
Exactly.
And then if you didn't lock up your value, it's gone. Dark self-destructs if you don't use it. At the end of the 33 journeys, your dark, if it's just sitting in a wallet, boof, it's gone forever. It's going to be destroyed. There's so many people not paying attention. I bet you a ton of the airdrop people just forgot they had that too dark back there. And in 4 years, poof, it's gone.
Yeah, they've got time now. They've got all the time in the world now. But exactly, if it's not used, and it can easily be put into liquidity, or it can be minted into a fuel cell, right? And as much, no matter how much yield is accumulated inside that fuel cell, that doesn't get destroyed, right? It's the tokens that are not in smart contracts of any kind, and so there's ways to save it. It's just you got to be active. So what it does is it helps obliterate people in a very fair period of time that that would likely just become sell pressure the moment that they see some bumps or they come across it. Whereas this just basically gets rid of that. It's like, all right, the people that are playing in the ecosystem, the people that are actually part of this, that's where the value is going to go.
Yeah. So there will be one day in the future where the only circulating supply at all will be LP. The only circulating supply will be LP. There will be no circulating. There will be no liquid tokens in anybody's wallet.
Yeah. For that day.
Now, there's one wallet that is going to be whitelisted that's going to get away from the rapture, which may have liquid tokens, and that's going to be the mystery box. But we don't know how many tokens a mystery box is going to hold in 4 years. So that would be the only one, simply because the mystery box has been completely benevolent this whole time. It's like the opposite of the evil address. Like the evil address is take, and the mystery box is like give. It's like Santa Claus, and it's also been providing a bunch of liquidity, which like I said, like don't take liquidity for granted, homies. Like there's a lot of, like, we've seen Richard Hart and the OA add and remove liquidity based on the buying and the selling.
Yeah.
Because why pay people to leave? Why be exit liquidity? Like, yes, you want to offer people the chance to take profit and leave, like, obviously, but you don't want to be like drained. You don't want to be vampire attacked.
Right.
And so that liquidity, it's a delicate dance that we've seen, especially with Hart's Law. We've heard about Hart's Law for the last 4 years because it was always this positive, hopeful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hart's Law is going to raise us all. And it definitely can. It definitely will. The last 4 years, it's just been a goddamn nosedive where Hart's Law has been pulling us to the bottom of the ocean. And then when Richard Hart finally did start pumping money into the market, it wasn't where we thought it would be.
No.
So I mean, the people that pivoted and caught that quick switch to the pump tires, congratulations. I'm very happy. And I know that a lot of you guys have your core coins. A lot of you guys are coming back to the core coins or other altcoins that you believe in and other places, other communities you're part of, including SolidX, Nope, Dark. Like, I know a bunch of you guys are like, hey, I just caught like a huge windfall over here and I'm going to ride it. And then I'm going to come back and buy Dark because Dark is what I want.
Yeah, we were talking to a couple people the other day just about that. Yeah.
And it's like, that's great. Cool. Do you. Like, we support everyone that's playing and having fun. And I'm really glad that people are having some excitement because we really haven't had anything happen in our community since Dark.
Yeah.
Like
meaning Pulse Chain. Whenever you say our community, I always
our community meaning the Pulse Chain community. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. It should
sometimes
be more clear.
Yeah. Because sometimes
in the Pulse Chain community, things have been pretty difficult. Up until Tired Out Pump, that's the first thing that the fireworks and explosions have been going off. And if you caught that, or if you're building tokens on there, I'm happy for you. I support it and I love it. knowing what we know about being in crypto since the days of Doge, because like this is what we used to do in Doge. I remember back in the day, and tell me if you did this too, Hexius. Back in the day as a Bitcoin maxi, and I wanted to move Bitcoin around.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is slow and expensive even back then. It was total shit. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
like $10 fees and
Oh, yeah.
half a day. You didn't know when that transaction was going to be picked up by the miners. We didn't even know how to bribe the miners in the beginning. So it was a shit show and it was expensive. So what we would do, you'd sell your Bitcoin for Doge, transfer your Doge for free instantly, basically,
Yep.
and then go back into Bitcoin. So it was like a Subway. Doge was like a Subway. Litecoin was the same way.
Yep.
A lot of people would jump into Litecoin, jump out of Litecoin. And so that's what we used meme coins for back in the day, was to avoid the transaction fees and the wait, the slow, crappy network that was Bitcoin and still is Bitcoin. Like it still sucks. So that being said, that's what meme coins were good for. They were good for a laugh. They were just, it was like a joke. It was like, remember back in the day, the Garbage Pail Kids and some of the crazy, silly things that we had, Pogs. It was a fun little like fuck around game. It wasn't like you believed in Doge and you were putting your life savings in Doge. Because even when Doge spiked, you had to be like on the button selling that before it went right back down to nothing.
Right.
And it was like our first thing with memes. And then we saw a bunch of other memes and this and that. And Pepe was like the next one after Doge to really get a community behind it and people really enjoying it and having fun. But just like the Trump coin, just like all these other coins that we've seen, they're fun and they spike, but we haven't seen value stick around.
Right.
In any of these meme coins. And, you know, maybe most will be different because of the way they set it up. But
I mean, yeah, it's just a pump tires token, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just as long as it has belief is, you know, if it becomes another Richard Hart core coin. I mean, incentive token was supposed to be the main meme coin.
Yeah.
You know, but now what's most sitting at? Do we know?
It took a little retrace. I was just looking at it before this. Let me share my screen. We'll jump through some of these right here. And maybe we'll run over to tires.pump. How much do you need?
Zero.
To create a token.
$0.
But if you want to buy your own supply,
as much as you want, anywhere from 1 pulse to 200 million pulse. Yeah, we should show people how easy it is, because I think it'd be fun to get a bunch of again, guys, don't put your money in these things. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you know, if we did a bunch of different, like we have so much art in our community. If we were to it's almost a marketing method, right? Like, get a bunch of the dark characters out there, a bunch of the art from the ecosystem. I mean, things, because again, it can be free just to put on there. It's all it just gets some real estate and people can see it. And you can write the description, have it be whatever you want, but you'll see you can create a token in less than a couple minutes.
And this is Dragon, the one that we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
It graduated on stream, and then people immediately vampired.
Dude, people are already learning.
They sucked all the pulse out of it, which you're thinking, oh my gosh, how much money did they walk away with? Well, I'll freaking tell you how much money they walked away with. They walked away with, what was it, $400 or something? Oh, where did it go?
One person that sold
$248. Someone dumped 10 million of these tokens. They walked away with $248. Someone turned around and bought.
I mean, because that's small.
About 12 million back.
I want to say there's like a billion supply, 990. Like there's a billion supply of each token.
Yeah.
Or 100 million. I forget.
$248 left the community. Plus, here's another person that sold 5 mil or 2 million for $55. So these people are walking away with that. But then look at this. Someone put in $40, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100. So someone had to put in like $600, $500 or $600. And look at what it did to the chart. Did it restore it back up here?
No.
This is it right here. So this is $458 going out right here. and here's $600 going in. So I mean, like,
Yeah, that doesn't seem
how
right.
much does 200 million Pulse cost?
Well, I mean, easy math. Let's see. Yeah, what's the current price at the
I'm
moment?
just gonna throw it up here on Pateas.
But dude, did you aggregate all those sales? Because there would certainly have to be more than $400 being brought out.
Well, $400 was the giant red candle.
Yeah, about $1,000, right?
$945 if you want to buy all of your supply.
No. That's not. You did 20 million, right? Wait, is that right? How many zeros do you have?
That's 20 million.
Yeah,
That's 20 million. So yeah, you got to put in 10 grand of Pulse to buy your whole supply.
yeah, exactly.
Make sure no one can dump on you, including the bots.
That's roughly the same as where it is on Pump Fun, like roughly the same.
That's a lot, but again, you don't have to put anything in here.
No, why? You should see, dude. Why it's.
But if you don't put anything in here, you don't get any. You have to buy it yourself, right?
You buy it from the market. The thing, what it gives you the opportunity to do is to be the very first buyer of your token. You know, at the best rate. You know, because you're getting it right as it graduates. It starts climbing the bonding curve. You get it at basically the lowest rate, right?
Yeah.
And if you were to buy your whole token and then you basically you met that whole bonding curve, you basically set that floor, like, because that liquidity is locked. And so like even if other people, I mean, that you basically, like, the price can't go below what you have locked. If you're the first to buy your tokens and you buy a large amount, that liquidity ends up getting locked up. And so theoretically your price isn't supposed to dip below where those first coins you bought are, since that liquidity is locked unless you sell.
Dude, look at the difference between logarithmic on most,
yeah, and auto.
And auto.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
It is.
Yeah, so most tapped 28 cents. Now it's about 10 cents.
Dang, I can't believe it tapped that high.
What did it start at? Like,
when did it tap that high? Was that just yesterday?
Yeah, if I go into dailies, yeah, it was yesterday.
Damn, that's
yesterday. Wild. Its all-time high was 27 cents. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, like the market cap must have been insane.
Oh yeah,
because right now the market,
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, the liquidity is still $1 million. At 10 cents, it's $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all. This is something that you don't see in Pump.Fun. You don't.
Well, you might see it for like 3 hours. But
yeah, but definitely not 3 or 4 days after something launches.
No, I mean, unless it's like, I mean, there are exceptions. I mean, let's, like, Fartcoin, for example, that's still like $1 billion market cap, massive liquidity. It's like there's a lot of different but that's been around for so long that of course you're going to get some successful projects that come out of it. Like, you know, it's been around that long. But for the most part, like, if you're, like, I'm talking the 0.1%, like, you know, I did look at the exact stats, but there was a stat that said, like, 80 something percent of the tokens, 85% of the tokens that were basically sitting there at flat, like, basically just right there, like that $6.2 thousand market cap, like basically where the lot liquidity sits. Like, it's so wild.
So that's what Most is doing. Let's check out. Let's check out Hex O's, which is like a cereal, like Honey Nut O's or
the Cheerios.
Hex O's has a liquidity of 50K. That's pretty freaking respectable right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let me jump to the 4-hour chart here, and then we'll even do logarithmic.
315.
Logarithmic gets a little bit nicer, but they launched that baby at 4 zeros and a 4. So I think they've launched it at Pulse price. It looks like they just did 1-for-1 Pulse, and then you watch it go up, and it's doing better. In fact, if you change it to Pulse, It's identical. So yeah, it's basically was paired at pulse.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the chart doesn't change when you go from one to the other, basically.
Mm-mm.
Interesting. And you know what? Like, I don't know how much of this Hexo owns, but the truth is, like, good for him. I hope he like can take a lot of this economic energy and you know,
Bring it back to Hex.
and benefit from it. Yeah, well, you would
I mean,
think
the thing
so,
is, yeah, it's what it's
but
going to be is it's gonna,
all bets are off, homie. When someone spends 7 years shit talking everyone who creates a token, literally says, I will never ever create a token.
ever,
And when they
ever,
do, it's like they lose a touch of credibility. You know, I no shade.
Yeah, no, I love
Hexo.
Hexo to death. The dude does a lot of work for the
Hexo
community.
he's the man.
He's the
He is
man, dude.
loyal as hell. He's done a ton for this community. Love the guy.
Yeah, he deserves a win.
He deserves a win. Yeah, that's the point I want to make is he deserves a win. So hopefully this
it's ideal.
more Hex than he could ever hope for through
right.
Hex.
And ideally we'd see that win come from, you know, a lot more stuff outside the eco, unless it's something he wants to sit there and support and pump for a while. But I don't get the vibe that I don't know. I mean, as it starts to grow in strength, he might start really supporting it as a token founder. But
no,
I mean, I don't know.
On the other side,
you should go to Pump.Tires, dude, as an experiment, so we can see how literally easy it is to launch something, so that people can just get a feel for like how dangerous some of these things can be, unless they've got some serious backing. You know, like if you have some people that you trust, the people that you know are going to sit there and stay with it and and work for it, work with it, or the meme is just so undeniable, then go with it that way. Otherwise, you got to realize that basically it's like a new slot machine that can have the most rigged rules possible. Because again, I've said this on stream many times, and I'm warning people that haven't followed the Pump Fund Solana system. But bundlers, where people literally will get they'll take that 10,000 of all coins and they'll put, let's say they get 9,000, right? They get $9,000 roughly. They put it into 70 different wallets. They make it look like they're all buying, right? Like they basically make it look like they're all buying, coordinated as like buys of 70 different wallets. But those wallets are all just one person with a tool that they can basically mass dump. And so then people see the movement of all these wallets. And then they're like, then $1,000 worth more of economic energy goes into bond it, right? At that roughly that 10K mark. And they're like, oh shit, well, the person that launched that with that 9K, they basically just suck that person's $1,000 instantly. And then they go on and do it again. You know, they basically get like 12%, 13% on their money, flush the new people, and then go again. You know what I mean? Like with no trace, brand new wallet, brand new meme coin, you know, same coordinate accounts.
Check out Your Furor. I feel like maybe these guys are ripping off Wilhelm. They're ripping off Red Squirrel. Red Squirrel, unless this is Red Squirrel, but the Red Squirrel's talking about the Wilhelm one, right?
Yeah, he was going to do a Wilhelm token. Did he launch it?
I don't think he launched Wilhelm.
You could search it.
He hasn't told me yet.
But watch, if you create new coin, you'll see how easy it is. Watch, do create new coin. Look, the current king, it tells you is IPC or PC desktop, market cap of 18,000. That means it's like the highest one at the moment that's reaching the curve. Although I've noticed that sometimes, at least on Pump Fund, these things weren't always accurate as far as what was the new king. And I don't know if there's a bat channel marketing to make yourself the king, but like, yeah, click that button, create new coin. I just want to show you how simple.
Before I create the coin, I'm going to put a little more cash in this. Let's degen. Let's do this properly. Okay. Let me find. I gotta find my test addy over here. Send it some.
And again, heads up, guys. This is not meant to have you guys ape in and rinse. Do not buy. Like this is just an experiment.
If you buy this, you deserve what you get. I love you guys, but like, this is 1,000,000,000,000% for shits and giggles.
Yeah, this is and it's also educational. It's also like, you know, hey, we'll show you guys how this thing works, because I think it could be used. Again, we could get a lot of imagine if we got half of that front page of just like you know, dark characters being flooded, and a lot of the newest things being some of the cool art that we have. in our ecosystem, because it's kind of like a billboard, right? It's kind of like it's kind of like a magazine or a billboard or a bulletin board of kinds, where it's like, you know, if you see something up there a few times, you're going to remember it. And if you see a bunch of different things that are themed the same thing, you're like, let's say you saw 4 Hitler things, like which, not a fan of anything racist. Wilhelm is a different thing. It's part of the story, right? But it's like people would start to be like, oh, this is the most racist chain in the world, just because they saw 3 things up there. So it's kind of like marketing space. If you got dedicated people on creating new coins and working with them. You can also sort by activity. You can sort by which have the highest market caps.
Yeah, and know that anything you put in here, any liquidity that you provide, anything you put in is going to be immediately vampire attacked by bots. Like,
what do you mean when you say that?
Well, like when I showed the dragon one,
Yeah.
I think that it looks like the person that pushed it over the edge to be graduated is the one that turned around and took $400 out.
Interesting. I mean, they would have got the token higher on the bonding curve, so they would have gotten it for a much worse price than the first buyer did. And the interesting thing is, on Pump Fund, there's basically bots that are built in that basically snipe the price, right? Like, that's why when it gives you the opportunity to buy your token as you create it, that's the best time to do it. Because if you instantly after that, there's already bots that are basically sniping pieces of every token, you know, and that's a lot of economic energy. But there are a lot of people that have big money that just end up doing some of these scam tools, right? Just sniping things and bundling things. And that's one of the things that we need to get built, man, is a really good like bubble display of wallet holdings of a specific token on Pulse Chain. I'm trying to think of who has it.
Oh my God, these are disgusting.
Yeah, look for just like the main logo, like a Garbage Pail Kids, or maybe choose the best one.
Here's a Dinky Donald. That's pretty funny. They got.
Oh, that's a good one. Go with that. Right click, save as. Again, do not degen.
Let's say this is Garbage Pail Kids, GPK, Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
Save.
So you're gonna want it. Yeah. So you'll
save
see
right there. Okay. So now I've got a little bit of. I've put like 50 more bucks over in this this test wallet right here.
Okay. Yeah.
What the hell is this? That's not who I am. Oh, it is who I am. Okay, so this gave me, this is my profile, but this is my address.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, it calls me 28ABFO.
Correct.
Right?
And okay. You can create, like, you can develop a profile more, but basically it tries to anonymize it to a certain degree. Like
Bush's 911, Grand Theft Auto. That's a good one. Okay, coin name is going to be Garbage
Pail Kids.
Okay, and then the ticker is going to be GPK.
GPK, yeah, or garbage. It's
Can you do more than 4? Is 4 just?
Oh, absolutely. Like? No, you can have it be, dude. You can have it be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I mean, I don't know about that high, but yeah, you can have it be garbage.
We'll just call it garbage. Let's upload this image.
I like garbage. Garbage is more catchy than GPK.
Do I have to? It's not seeing the image here. Maybe it wasn't saved as a JPEG. Let's see. Let's double check and see what it's at. Go in here. Go here. Yeah, here it is. So recent files. And it must be the wrong type of file. Maybe it saved it as something weird.
Oh yeah, you do a screenshot of the image. Go back to the image and do a screenshot.
Okay.
Because that'll make it like a PNG or a JPEG. The right click save as, if you don't have it opened as an actual, like, yeah, sometimes when it's on eBay or something like that, you have to have that image opened or like max screened or clicked on for it to actually be a JPEG. Like, you want to see what it's doing. So yeah, just do a screenshot. And
then this saved it as a WebP.
Yeah, just do a screenshot, dude. Just do on Mac, I'd say Shift Command 4, and then you can dial it in, or just do a print screen.
I'm just gonna clip it.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, and then PC, that's what you do. As you guys know, I'm learning my PC again.
Trying to make the border look pretty good, because I mean this There we go. There we go. Now we can save it as caption. Now we want to save it as GPK. Boom. Garbage Pail Kid. And save. Okay, cool. Now we should have the right copy version of it. So let's go back to Tump Fires, upload image, and there it is. Boom. Okay. Open it. That's our it's not the right ratio. So we'll just do this.
What do you mean the right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, you just cut it like that.
Boom. Garbage Pail Kids.
Exactly.
There we go. Be the first buyer of the coin.
And then look, notice everything else is optional, dude. So you literally did all that you need to do to create a coin. Now you could literally hit create and it's done. It's done.
No.
That's how easy, bro. Yes.
No.
Yes, that's how easy it is.
No.
Yes, that's my point. That's why it's important for me to walk you through this, dude. So you can see, so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about.
I killed myself for 4 years.
I know, Max.
Make a dark token, man. I killed myself for 4 years.
I know.
You're telling me this is it.
You already did it. All that stuff is optional. Notice how it all says optional
Holy.
to add a Telegram, a Twitter, and everything else.
Shit.
That's why the power of this in just a marketing tool of just saturation is. I mean, dude, if we had everyone on there creating different dark things, then in the description saying things like, because you optional description at the bottom, this is from the dark. This is from the dark metaverse. Make sure you go get dark to win lottery and earn yield. Yeah. But yes, that's my point, Max. This is how easy it is. Do all caps for garbage. It'll automatically do it, but for the ticker, go all. Yeah,
all caps,
all garbage. But yes, dude, this creates you a PRC20 that easily. And again, congrats to salute to Coin.Quest in the sense that they were the first to move on this on the chain. They went with 9 inch as opposed to PulseX. So obviously Richard wouldn't, endorse it. And if Richard's team did build this, then, or an African Priest team build this, then, of course, then he'd be more a fan of it.
I got $53 in this wallet. If we put like $50 of Pulse in this one, right? What would that
be? Dude, Max. Hold on. Before you do this, open a new tab and go to Pump.Tires. Just do it right now. Trust me. Before you do this, you're going to see what I'm talking about, bro. Go to Pump.Tires. Yep. Now go to all. Go to the site Pump.Tires, not in search, but go to the site. Yeah. And now in the search bar, type in garbage.
Up in
no, right. Go down on the top right above the coins, top right above the coins. Nope.
Right here.
Yep, right there. Type in garbage. Not only did someone else have the idea, they got even one of the Trump ones. Look at that. Garbage Pail Kids, Donald Trump. See, there are 3 or there's they're all 2 days ago, all the same.
3 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago.
See, some people are already like, do you see what I mean about how how quickly it gets just people throw it? And what's the market cap of that thing? Like nothing?
Oh, it was this one's got $775. They all have $775.
Yeah, those are the same ones.
Someone put the same amount of money in all of them.
Yeah, no, that's just the same one. Because
it's the same one showing up 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the search thing. I'm sure will get fixed and it'll index better, and it'll remove duplicates better. But my point is just look at that. What about Pogs, dude? We should see if there's a Pogs one.
I'm gonna do something that is gonna piss off my kids forever. Okay. This is sacrilege. Do not tell my kids that I'm doing this.
I am.
Hi.
Hi.
Don't tell them.
Busted. What up, Jamie?
Are you streaming or is this just a conference call?
This is streaming.
Oh, okay.
All the above. Ooh,
and I bet you this one already exists. Is it?
I'm sure it does. I'll check. I don't know if it's spelled O-N-E or if it's just the number 1, but
yeah, check One Piece. We gotta. Jeez.
There's none for One Piece. Let me check just the number 1 and then Piece. Yeah, I think One Piece is so younger generation. Like you'd probably see a lot of that.
Oh, and Luffy is Luffy, so that's going to be the ticker.
Oh yeah, Luffy is the
Now, but
I remember one of my clients' kids was big on One Piece.
Like you just said, let's see if Luffy is already here. Someone is beating.
He's not.
Someone look, Luffy right there.
What? He
There's
didn't come
already a
up on
Luffy.
mine.
There's a Luffy.
Oh,
There's a snake from Dragon Ball Z.
Yep, he sure is there. Luffy, and yep, dude, it's so wild. See then fluffy slippers. Look, like the fluffy slippers. That's my point, dude. Is this thing is just gonna, dude? Imagine all the economic energy, like all these.
But they all have $700 of market cap.
Right, but dude, imagine.
It's like fuck. They are not into losing their money,
dude. But imagine how many of these things exist that have $700 of market cap in them. Like, imagine how much financial energy that is stuck on chain. You know what I mean? That's just basically locked away in liquidity forever, basically.
dude. Good morning. Taking off later, y'all. Matt, you're the one that should be joining us on stream.
Yes,
You're
indeed.
the one that
Matt.
knows what's up. Good morning, Crypto Cat. You're killing for every fuel cell you vaporize, you receive an air fryer from Patrick. That's not true. That's not true at all. You're not going to receive anything not vaporized. Guten Abend. What's up, Hexkin? Tim Top in the house. All dark will be paired with nuts. Now we're talking.
Yep.
Most is 9 cents. 6 cents will tempt me to buy. I made it. You mean air fryer? Like you're making an air fryer token? Why don't we do an air fryer token?
That is a good, see, exactly. Things like your community memes, you know?
Let me see if air fryer's already made, or if you already made it.
Fryer, and okay, Fryer doesn't have anything. Let me see Fry. Nothing from Fry. Let's see Air. Nothing on. Oh wait, Air has a bunch of things.
This is such a bad idea to do live.
Well, that's why I keep saying do not buy.
Everyone in this community
don't buy, because let me tell you what happens. Oftentimes, people, if I don't think this is the case here, that where people are joining the stream late and thinking like, oh, this is a new big coin, but
no,
this is how a lot of influencers end up pumping in. Like we're going to be the ones that shoot straight with you. A lot of influencers pumping up their community.
Look at this, Wilhelm von Grutzen.
There it is, dude. WVG.
Market cap of $1,000.
Oh, 1 minute ago, dude. He just created it. So yeah, 1 minute ago, it's got
he's like, I'm not losing my Wilhelm.
He's like, I'm front running these motherfuckers. Dude, yeah, it's already let's see, 600 million. Dude. Yeah, dude, it's bananas, dude. Yeah, price 11 cents already, dude. Per token.
Well, we can't do a heavy hitter because that's
it just sold, dude. Dude, it just sold. Holy shit. Look at the chart of it. Click on Wilhelm.
It's negative $600 in market cap now.
Someone just
so it started here at 8 cents. It went up to 10 cents, 11 cents, and now it's back down to 9. But
dude, there were a few
doesn't it have
people
to
that
graduate
run it, dude.
for people to buy and sell it?
There were a few, like you can look at the transactions down below it. Like you can see the trades and the different.
Here's the buys and sells. So a bunch of buys came in.
So just 1 minute ago, dude. Yeah, just 1 minute ago, and then you can see within like 30 seconds. I'm betting some of those are bots. Who's Gits? That blue one, Gits. Let's see how many tokens they've created.
Yeah. So this is the person that made Wilhelm Freedom.
And
made a
Pib,
Freedom one, made a Wilhelm one,
and Wigabutt.
Made a Pib.
Yep.
And made
That's
Wigabutt.
Yeah.
Wigabutt. Look at Wigabutt taking off.
Dude, I know. I'm telling, and I don't know if this is someone in our community. Then I would have to for it to be W. Wait, no. Oh yeah, they did create WBG. Yeah, dude, we're gonna see some tokens that are basically you see nothing but just green stairs, and those are some of the best ways to identify a scam. Like even green squares that just go up, up, up. Especially if it looks like from all different wallets that are buying the exact same amount.
And look, but they already joined, pumped. This is actually Oreo. That's freaking
dude, Max.
hilarious.
I have a damn good idea for something that I realized was needed for this protocol. That if we were to launch the fork of it like we had planned, we could add to it. But it could be a standalone thing. I'll tell you offline. But I think it could actually be something that could actually give people that wanted to create a token on this a better chance.
This is a very serious problem with Pump.tires. Is that you have the core tokens on here with the same logo and save everything.
Of course.
And we don't know. I mean, you can research it if you know what you're doing on the blockchain, but I don't know if that's from Richard or if that's from some other like scammer. I don't know. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, exactly. Let's see who created Hexos and what else they've created, because I want to say that was Hexo that created it, but let's see Hexos, because it shows you what else that wallet created. Of course, it doesn't. And this one says it. Oh, and don't be tricked, because I think the one that says official,
There's one
official one.
Green. There's that one. There's that one.
Yeah, it's
There's
the one
Hex-
that doesn't say official.
It's these
Official
ones
is
right
the
here.
scam one. Yeah, it's the one where he's no, all the way on the right. I think it's
This
the one all
one.
the way on the right. Yeah, with the 36.
So how do you know the difference between this one and this one? Where they
Because, dude, that's the thing is, first of all, the one that says official, usually those are scam ones. But I look at the market cap. Like, you can just look at the market cap and see that that one's 200.
Oh, this one has 1K.
Yeah, around 36K is where it graduates, right?
Oh, the market cap's 36, but the liquidity is a K. So yeah, Hexo. If we look at Hexo,
Look at the status. Look at the status. You want to see where it's okay. See over underneath the image where it says token launched. So this chart only shows you up until it graduated. This doesn't show you the current market chart. So it basically that chart it's showing you like what it did prior to graduating, aka launching. And so the real chart probably looks different than that, but you can click on that, and I think it takes you right to Pulse X when you click on token launched. Try clicking on it.
No,
Yep,
I think it
exactly. It takes you right to trade it right on
token. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, import it.
See, now it already has it imported, and so it's like it's wild that, dude. It's like I literally showed you how easy it is. You could have created the token with zero economic energy. How crazy is that you can just saturate the chain with tokens with no economic energy at this point?
But is that a good thing? Because
I'm not. No, I'm the one that says this chain needed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because people are going to want to play. There's so many people that just want to degen and just chase. And there are a lot of influencers that like to just scam and then rescam and rescam and rescam their audiences. And so they're probably going to change chains. Because like if, let's say Altcoin Daily, I don't know if they're doing it. I'm sure they are. And then having maybe, but if they were to be like, oh, we burned everyone on Solana, they don't want to talk to us anymore. We're going to go to Pulse Chain. Then some of their people follow them over to Pulse Chain. And then they'll do some more stuff on here. It might bring some people over and have them find some interesting projects, but they're just going to keep pumping and dumping and pumping. Like what this prevents is rug pull scams, sort of, because you can add liquidity after, but what it doesn't prevent is pump and dumps. Like this is prime for pump and dumps. I mean, the name is pump, Right.
What about Zen?
Oh, bro, there's probably 20 Zens.
Yeah,
you got to get really.
This is what I was going to refer to as Pulse Chain was running pretty smoothly in the beginning because it didn't have a lot of spam and a lot of traffic on it. And then you can see when Jack Levin launched Zen on Pulse and just spammed the living shit out of it. And Pulse Chain has not ran the same since he put his shit on here. And so my question is, if people are spamming the network with all these tokens, is that also going to jack up the fees and congestion? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, check the private message. I'm telling you one that hasn't created yet that I just checked.
I
mean, obviously everyone
without sharing. I'm still sharing the screen, so it won't be private.
No, that's fine. It doesn't need to be. My point is just if there's people that are lurking that aren't community members, on X or something, that are just like gonna snipe the idea and then have people think that it's the one that you're doing when it's not.
All right, let's do this. Let's try this one then.
Well, but they're gonna see you create it anyway, so it's like I'm just thinking of if but I could even send you the image. Like I could even do it that way. And but again, do not buy.
Slammers or just slammers?
This is not to take any economic energy that you have set for good projects, whether that be Dark, PTGC, Hex, Pulse. Like do not. And we're not. This is not something we're going to be sitting here supporting. You know what I mean? This is literally just for test purposes to show you guys what can happen and what is happening to the chain, or what has been created on this chain, and how, because unless you mess with it, like exactly like when you told me, because Max was the one that told me that this had been launched, and I was like, bro, see, like this is exactly why we had this in development. And but until you play with it, like you don't realize how you just don't realize the hold on, I'm gonna maybe create a chat. You just don't realize how wild it can be.
Bananas. I'm trying to think of like a cool slammer or a cool.
Yeah,
pog.
that's what I'm thinking of.
I'm really digging these Simpson pogs. The Simpson slammers, right here. Which is, it's insane that Bart isn't on here. How is Bart not?
I know,
here?
dude. It is.
That makes no, unless they're trying not to get sued.
Could be. I mean, that's
Homer's not on here
Punk
either.
Fun.
So weird.
I'm sure there's 20 Homer coins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of Simpson stuff going on.
Oh my gosh! I just had ChatGPT is so bad, dude. You can't even really see it, but I had it. Look, it did PMG. It didn't even do, and it did a Bitcoin logo. Like it didn't even do the logo we're thinking about.
I like this picture right here. This is a decent picture.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Get it to save it as a JPEG.
Yeah, but you almost just want to put the logo above it, the logo on top of it.
Oh, this is a.
Look, here's like the official one. Like, there's the official logo of the actual brand name.
Where?
Look in the camera.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of saw that one, which is, it looks like a weird like ska band from the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, but that, like, because I had some official brand
Pog.
Name ones, like that was the ones that were like the actual. They were like milk caps, then there were Pogs. Like, but Pogs was. This was like the official licensed product of the World Pog Federation.
Yeah, I saw that one right.
Just go to images, scroll down, or type in Pog logo. Just type in Pog logo.
Okay.
And search. And as you do that, I'm going to search to see if anyone's already launched one while we're
looking this up.
No one's front ran it yet.
Beating us to it.
There you go, like on the
right here. This one right here.
Right there. Yep, exactly. So then clip that from the screen. Do a clip. I'd clip it. That's more reliable. Oh, maybe the download. No, it's a PNG, so you can hit download and that'll work.
Yeah.
The PNG will work. But Patrick said he made it.
Patrick is like, I already got Pogs.
I'm seeing if he did. I'm checking in real time. No one has the ticker that we were saying. Yeah, if it was POGS, you still have to say One Piece. I'd call it official Pogs coin. Official Pog membership token or something. Capital P, capital P, capital O, capital G. And dude, that could be Pulse OG, right? The Pog.
Yeah, right there. Official Pogs. Let me
Membership, official Pogs membership coin or something, or just call it official Pogs, whatever.
Let me change that to the Pog logo.
They usually do a Pog. They usually do official in all caps too, but again, these are just memes.
Sure. Okay. And so, like, how much do we want to put in here? Like,
oh, dude, I mean,
$1 million.
Yeah, 1 million Pulse.
That's 100,000. That's $1 million. I don't even know how many I have in here. Let me see how many I got in here. I sent some in here. Yeah, I've got a million and enough for gas.
There you go. See, hey, so yeah, so it's a quote unquote fair launch, right? Like, I mean, even though you're getting the best rate, you're not going to be scooping 90% of the supply for people to buy the remaining 10% and then just dump on them.
Now we don't have an X. I don't even want to do these things.
Yeah, the description is the only one that could matter.
Right here,
and you can just have it be the same thing, like official Pogs coin. And then online we're saying parody. Pogs, don't come after us. This is not us launching it. We're just creating a meme, and the protocol is launching the token. It's so funny to see. Oh, dude, see someone already has one of the ideas that I have. There's a Chris Hansen token. I was gonna have one that was the ticker was take a seat.
Dateline?
Yeah, it's
where you're like Hansen. Basically like I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline.
Yeah, well, it was like, why don't you have a seat? Like I was gonna like take a seat. Like it was gonna be the ticker. You know, just take like
dude.
See, that's where it's so fun is to be able to literally just like God. It's just a meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So watch, launch it and then watch it and then see what slam it.
Boom.
So, dude, you officially launched the coin, Max. 3 years of work. There you go.
Jeez. I could have been
There
like,
it is, dude. It's already launched. I can already see it. It's up 62.43. Market cap $843.47. Because they're
Oh,
already bought.
killing
Look,
it.
there's already bots that are buying it, dude. There's literally already bots that are buying it.
to get it to graduate.
Yeah.
No, what is it? You said it's got to reach 200 million to graduate.
To graduate, but that doesn't mean you can't trade it. Like people can literally trade it. They just have to trade it on the Pump Fund
Yep.
site.
There it is. So it was 8 cents, and now it's 8.5 cents.
Yep.
It's insane.
And I'm trying to hit buy on it, but
Oh,
I
no.
need to put an amount.
It's still trying to upload the logo since it just got.
Well, but it's already on. I'm on a different computer. Like it's already on, dude.
Boom. There it is. There's the POG token for you kids in the 90s. But that's how what it takes to play this game.
And so imagine all the people that are going to come over and just try to scam all of us out of all of our pulse. Like there's people that have been doing this for a year basically on Pump Fund or equivalents that are they know all the different tools, all the different ways to siphon everyone off their chain. And so it's called be very, very careful. You know what I mean? Like it's called be very, very careful.
Well, like I said, I definitely plan on losing that $50 worth of pulse, which someday we could probably look back.
Oh, look at that candle, bro. Go look over to it. There's another candle.
Oh, let's see here.
Now it's at 9 cents. Again, don't buy, guys. This is not.
Yeah, this is not a good idea. This is a horrible idea. This is probably the worst idea we've come up with in years.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know. I guess we'll see. But then again, like I said, if it takes this little to launch it,
that's my point, dude.
Why would someone give a care about the community? Why would someone add value to this? Why would because it took nothing.
Well, unless they were looking to create. Now, again, you can't change the supply. It's always that like either 100 million. I think it's either 100. I think it's 100 million, but it might be 1 billion. But I think it's 100 million. But that base. I mean, look at that. It's painted. But someone that actually wanted to create a token and has ideas for a community, has a Telegram, has an X, has a site, like wants to put a lot of time for it. Hey, if you're wanting to have a token that has a lot of supply, I mean, 100x at least more than ours, maybe 1,000x more than Dark. And it's like people are going to be able to do it, but it really becomes again, it's for the degens to play or if you're really good at memeing, it's something that you can have fun with, But it's important that everyone grasps how easy it is and is able to see that, because otherwise they're not going to see how much of either a benefit or a threat it is, right? And I don't want you guys to fall for some of the things that I'm watching people fall for left and right in the Solana community, which is just pump and dumps. Or someone will get a Telegram, they will get an X, they will get something else, they'll get bundled wallets, so it looks like you've got 1 million people buying, and then you're the only person that gets rinsed. Like it's literally they have the card odds stacked against you to just have you find a meme that you like so they can rinse you,
Yeah. It would be funny as if we came up with some dark matter POG slammers.
Yeah.
And we printed out of like some really cheap metal.
This is like we're not calling it official, but this is like, Wilhelm is the first token launched out of the community, like an actual token. But if you were to sell your amount, see what you could sell for. Obviously, don't do it. Just hit the sell button on right there, yeah, and then put the max amount. Click the max.
But it shouldn't let me until it graduates, right?
But look, it's letting you already sell for a profit. 1,165, 16% profit right there. No, you can sell it right now. Like the thing is, you just can't sell it on Pulse X until right now. That's the thing is, Pump Tires is an incubation tool. You can only buy and sell it on Pump Tires until it graduates. Then it's Pulse X where you buy and sell it, and you can't do it anymore on Pump Tires. So it's like an incubator.
Yeah. So my profit right now would be 165,077.
Yeah, 16%. 16% on your
$50.
Yeah, 16%. But the people that bought it, part of the community, likely because they saw it, unless it was people off chain. But it's like imagine how people that have the ability to rinse their community, if they're hurting, look how easy people are going to be doing this, dude. They're going to disguise it under so many things, but that's what's happening is people are rinsing their people are going to do that, and it ends up being a dog eat dog situation, and
Yeah.
you know, that's what the chain, that you guys are smarter than that. That's why you guys are in dark and projects like Hex and things like that, is you guys have an idea of what actually brings a project value, right?
Well, in community, like, so how much time did we put into building the community for Pogs? None.
Right. Exactly.
Community is you and me, and we don't value it.
Right.
We just
Yeah.
did it as a goof.
Right.
Here's Dragon is doing pretty good, but this was till it.
No, but that's only
this
until it
shows
graduating. Yep. See, it's confusing. So you have to click
That
on
is
the token
confusing
launch
because you're
button.
thinking everything looks like it's going to the moon.
Dude, I can't.
It
tell you
has
how
to till
people-
it graduates, right?
Let me tell you exactly. Let me tell you what happens. What happens on Solana all the time. People go on Pump Fund because they hear it's a Pump Fund token, and it's easy to see that because one of the things I like that they do is the last 4 letters of the token are PUMP. No matter what tokens launch on Pump Fund, Pump Tires doesn't have that, but Solana does. So you can quickly see if it's a Pump Fund token, and you can actually even still buy it on Pump Fund through any other exchange while it's on Pump Fund. But Solana is configured in a way where it lets you know, hey, this is a token that was launched on Pump Fund. It's not yet graduated, highly risky, highly speculative. And but dude, I didn't my transaction failed. I actually didn't get into Pogs. So that's other people that got into Pogs.
Wow. So
But look at Dragon. This is what it looks like after graduation, right?
Yeah, this is Dragon after graduation. And this is Dragon before graduate.
Well, and we know that that's roughly about 36,000 roughly is when it graduates at, right? Like roughly that. So look at what's the market cap now on the other chart, on the PulseX chart. It went from 36K when it was when it graduated.
The Dex screener?
Yeah.
Or sorry, no, the Gecko terminal.
Yes, on Gecko.
So Gecko terminal has the liquidity at 14K.
But the market cap
is insane.
Market cap 26 points. So it's only lost like a third of, it's only lost like 10K of value since it graduated. So it looks terrible on that chart because obviously
because this death candle.
Because you have the death candle.
Because the bots came in and just sucked the pulse right out of it.
Yeah, or someone that got in early took some profits. You know, like that's what this ends up being the game of. I mean, dude, there's going to be people that just sit there and meme to death and hope that one takes off. But most of these are community tokens.
Yeah.
The meme matters little often.
Well, this person dumped 2 million of their tokens,
which is nothing.
This person dumped 10 million of their tokens.
Yeah, I mean that's more. But okay, look how many. Pogs
and then this person bought like 12 million of their tokens.
How many Pogs did you get for $1 million?
How many Pogs did I get?
Yeah, go over to the Pogs thing and look at what your balance is of how many Pogs you got for 1 million pulse. Because this will let you know roughly what
It's given me what? Wait, 11.
Dude, it's already 13% on the bonding curve progress. That's crazy, bro. You're already 13% along the bonding curve.
It's like 11 million Pogs. They give me 11 million Pogs for $50.
Let's see. 540. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because and let's see where's the total supply. Total supply is tokens available. It's okay.
It's a billion.
393.
Isn't always a billion?
It's a billion. It is a billion. Yep.
It's always a billion now. I think at the beginning you could choose, and now it's just default.
No, you can't. You can't choose. That's one of the main things is you can't choose. It's always the same. Like the token amount is always the same. It's the same smart contract, just basically cloned with different ticker, different image, and then launched. Same exact thing. So it's always a billion tokens. There was one that was 100 million, and one that was a billion. But I think Pump Fund's the exact same way. It's 1 billion.
I wasn't a fan of Pump.Tires before this.
I know you couldn't even say the name. You kept saying tire.pump, and I'm like, no, bro, it's Pump.Fund, Pump.Tires.
I will say that now I fucking hate it. Everything I thought I didn't like about it has all been validated in this experience.
Exactly, dude. And again, sadly enough, there's people, Max, that are now in crypto. Not too many, but there's people that are now in crypto that this is all they know is go into the site pump.fund. And so to them, they might be like, oh, they don't even know it's Pulse Chain, but they might be like, oh, there's a new pump dot something, like, oh, a pump.tires. Oh, dude, I'm going to go check it out. And then they're going to add the chain, not even really realizing that they're adding Pulse Chain, but it's just, oh, some different memes, to see if they can get an edge of some kind.
Well, and now I'm guessing a bot dumped. I don't think anyone bought and sold yet. That's humanly not realistic, but the bot broke down and it went from 13% back to 10%.
Yep, exactly. Until it graduates, it's going to fluctuate in and out of that range because basically yours was the first liquidity put in, but it was on a bonding curve, so it's not like you got it at the best rate, so to speak. You know,
I need a shower and a penicillin shot after this.
right? I mean, dude, that's
Dirty as hell.
like, and I didn't go to watch Hexo's full stream where he launched one on there, but it's just important, and I'm sure there's other people that have walked through this, but we wanted to just be able to show you guys like literally. And again, I wanted to tell you guys a lot of the things that people aren't that there's going to be people outside of the community that come in with massive bundler tools, massive different pump tools, AI agents that create the Twitter, the Telegram, and the website for him basically in seconds, you know, and just with AI imagery and stuff, and then AI people in the Telegram stuff where you're like, oh my gosh, dude, I'm catching this thing nice and early, and its intention is solely to rinse you. They're like, oh, it's like, oh, they put a lot of energy into this building this Telegram. Look, there's already 75 people in it. There's already this or that. It's like, no, dude, that's one person looking for you to get in to rinse you and create the next joke token.
Yeah,
you know.
I just here Red Squirrel says no Wilhelm token yet.
Oh, well, Red Squirrel, then someone else beat you to it. There's a WVG token.
Yep. There's definitely a Wilhelm token.
Yeah, go show them. Let's see if we can find out who launched this by the other tokens they launched. That's what I mean. Oh, and we need to see who else launched. What else the Hexos launcher launched.
It didn't show him launching it.
Who did it say launched it?
I don't remember. It was just like, wait, what? Okay, so what do you want me to look up first, Hexo or the other one?
Hexos, the one that graduated.
Okay, so here's Hexos right here that graduated. How can you tell just by looking at it?
You click on their user. You click on the token. Yeah, click on that. I can tell that one just because of the market cap, because it graduated.
Yeah, but see, these actually have the progress bar of 0, 8%, 2%.
Right, and these.
So that's how you tell he doesn't have a bar, so he graduated.
Yeah, it says on the bottom launched. Where the progress bar is, it says launched.
Yeah, but
so you know that
this is me token launch, but where does it show who launched it?
So you got to click on the person that actually, you got to click on their profile. So you click on the let's see,
creator shares 2 million.
Go down to like the first buy base. Well, there's an easier way to do this. Let's see. Let me go back to the and type in Hexos. And then, okay, there it we got to go to the search bar. And then instead of clicking on the coin, click on the user that created it, which is in the top right corner of the box.
Okay, so right here, Hexos.
Yep, exactly.
So click on there.
Yep, and then that shows you. So that one shows the only person that created Hexos, and they've got, let's see how much of the supply do they have? How much dump power do they have?
2 million is what it said when you click on it. See right here,
888,000. They have 45 million. They have 45 million they can dump, basically.
Are you sure? Because it says creator share 2 million right here.
No, that's the creator share. So if your token graduates, you do actually basically get some funds that the protocol gives you, because the protocol is basically getting, I don't know what their rake is. It could be like 5% that the protocol is getting, like no matter what token is launching. So the protocol is making a lot of money, dude. Like if they're getting financial energy. But click on the and then you can actually, dude, here's the thing, you can follow people. Dude, the original Pump Fund had video streaming connected to it, and we were even talking about how cool that would be to add to it. But you can actually, people would go on and forget YouTube. It would be that you'd be streaming about your new meme coin live on Pump Fund, and that part was almost cool because you could at least see if there were real people behind it and what kind of energy existed behind it, right? But like you can click on that person and follow them.
Okay.
You can message them on the site. You can see their followers. You can see who they're following. You can see all their holdings. Like you can see.
And so that's why people are doing. That's how they're seeing like the ridiculous amount of stuff that that most, which is crazy. Like most isn't even popping up when I look most.
Yeah. Let's see if you type
one of 3
MOST.
That ain't it. That ain't it.
It'd be the one that graduated. So I mean, yeah, look, well, there's 3 pages. There are 3 pages, I should say.
Yeah, but it was this one without the shit on his face.
Let me see.
None of these have graduated. These are all imposters.
See, I wish this thing had
None of those have graduated, and none of those.
I wish this
So-
thing had the yeah, dude, that's wild. Like the
How is most wanted not on the pump?
it could be that it was the first one ever created on Pump Fun was called TEST, test token. It pumped like last week, I think. And then basically people that still had coins, which is why the Rapture is so cool, basically saw the pump and then they just basically auto exit, or they had set a limit already to sell it right when it did a little bit. And so that's where dust can hurt you, is when people set limits. Like limit sells, that's where they're not even paying attention to it. Just if it reaches their price, they're out, and then that buy power got mitigated a bit. You know?
Yeah,
So,
I don't know why it's not showing up though. That's so weird.
well, probably because it might have been the first token, and he might have chosen not to have it indexed on here.
Okay, so what's another one of his tokens here? Pump.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know what else, since we can't see from that profile. But there's looks like I don't see any.
There's 11 pumps.
Well, look, you can filter on the you can search by launches. Look, you can search by on the top left, yeah, right there. You can search by like launches, ones that actually launched, ones that have the highest market cap. Like they need a better one, like a filter tool where you can filter. Look, the Vine one, Vine was a Pump Fun token launched on Solana a couple weeks ago by the actual Vine founder Russ. And that one's done a lot of things. But yeah, look at how many ones have launched. Like
11 pumps have launched.
Yeah, the PC desktop one.
So how do you differentiate? Like here's Dragon Believer shows up when you look up.
Well, no, dude, hold on. Oh yeah, I did market cap. Okay, you did launcher. So only.
Oh wait, this is launch. So these are all that have graduated, right?
Yeah, anything under launched is basically graduated. So
Okay,
there are 11 pages of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh. I
So
saw
we've
my
got 130
homies.
tokens.
Lazy is at one.
Well, no, it's not where it is now. It's where it was basically.
That's where it was when it graduated. Yeah,
Have to go
I like Sloth, man. I
like, dude.
I
Shout
want
out
to make him
Sloth.
a killing.
Oh, I hope Sloth kills it, because again, Sloth never would have launched a coin unless it was something like this, right?
Yeah, he was
and-
in the know. So look, okay, so here's Most. This is the real one.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Right here,
How'd you find it?
I just went to the end of the launched coins. So the first one was Most.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why you
Pump,
search.
then
Come up with a
Trump,
search though.
then Salmi.
Yeah. So click on the launcher of Most on the person on the top. Yeah, click on that. So they've launched all these. They've launched Pulse, PulseX, Hex, ADA, TRX. Dude, they've launched all the like
XRP,
BTC,
DAI, 2 XRPs.
Yep.
Sol, USDC,
and ETH,
ETH,
Pepe, and
Elon,
Trump.
Pepe, Doge, and Pump.
Yep.
So
And
this
you can
is
see
where people are coming up on Twitter and being like, these are all the coins that have been launched from this wallet,
Right.
the 36D COC,
Right.
dude, which is actually D718.
Yep.
But you can hit follow. Here's the Mars one that they were talking about too.
Yep. I mean, I haven't even been paying that much attention to the ones that have been doing as well.
What's funny is that I guess he owes 80% of Most, right?
Is that what it is? That's kind of bullish for it, just because that kind of mirrors what his other things are.
Yeah.
But again,
But
it's
if
a
you
total
want to
meme coin.
own 80%, then that's roughly $8,000, because it's about $10,000 to buy all of your supply, right?
Right. Roughly, yeah. Roughly.
So 8,000.
Well, to make it graduate, yeah, to make it graduate, which it's on a curve. I still think there will be. You're not buying all of it because it's graduating, and so you're basically filling up the pulse, and you're getting the majority of the tokens, but it's still on the bonding curve. There's still the tokens that have to be on the other side of the pair when it locks the liquidity, right?
Right.
So I don't even know exactly how many you get on this chain of the token if you put in like all 200 million wrap pulse. You still wouldn't be getting all of your token, because otherwise it would literally just be there's no single sided liquidity in these. These are basically V2 liquidity.
Yeah, but I guess where I was going with that was that $8,000 to Richard Hart
is nada.
It's like, have you ever been walking through your house and you see a dime on the floor?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, damn kids.
And you're like, yeah, damn kids. That's what you think. You're just like, you don't even want to pick it up. You don't want to carry it around in your pocket unless there's a change jar right next to it.
Right.
You
And even
don't
then,
even want to pick it up. Like you do pick it up, especially if you got, you got a crazy little kid running around your house. You can't have
right.
dimes and quarters sitting around for him to throw in his mouth.
Right.
But that's probably how Richard Hart looks at these $8,000, $10,000 buy-ins. He's just like, yeah, it's change. It's chump change.
Right. If he's, I mean, yeah, I'd like to see how much of the supply of that original most that he bought. It's 80% now, but what if it was started at 50% and then started buying more of it up? That's what would be interesting to see is how much of it was bought on that first transaction, and you can easily find that out. What's interesting though is when we searched most that it didn't come up, but it might have been that the filter we had on wasn't the
picture that we always see with most is him with the Burberry hat making a face. At least that's the picture I see on Twitter all the time.
The token one. This is the official one for token, unless there were two most wanteds, but I think this is the one that was creator share. So the creator share got 2 million just for launching it. So they basically get like so yeah, it launched on the 1st of February at 5:50 p.m.
Okay.
And then
when squirrel, we do need a squirrel token. I'm selling all my dark to buy it.
to buy Pogs.
Yeah, I think I will launch WVG
dude,
now.
Look, Red
It's
Squirrel,
on
someone
there.
already launched it, dude. Like
It's on there. Hex Glenn's in the house. He's loving this.
And that was definitely not us.
Go
We
Home
found
Tokens
we
live.
found that out live on stream.
I didn't make anything in still driving. So he's still driving. I turned $2.50 into 75 last night on HWIF. And at Not Financial Advice, I use my Pump.Tires rewards to scoop up the discounted dark.
There you go, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. When dark was headed towards $12 again last night, looks like the mystery box couldn't help itself and just started gobbling it up. It was just like, oh my gosh, it's a great freaking price. You can rug the pool and pump the price. How do you pump the price? Oh, you can do both at the same time, or you're just saying you can do one or the other? That's Hexty Armstrong says you can.
Well,
you can rug the pool and pump the price. So if I rugged it and then I put it back,
you can dump the pool. I mean, like you're pulling pulse out of the pool, but the thing is, like that liquidity is locked in the sense that like you can't basically get rid of that pair, like that pair. Like whereas what you can do with if you actually have control over, if you have the LP tokens, you can literally remove that. Like you can make that liquidity disappear. You can make that pair literally like just bye if you're the only one in it. Whereas with this, it makes it there's always a market. There will always be a market for the there will always be a market for the token of some kind. It might be that you can get all of the supply for $100.
See, and Steve Stash was giving us help here also. He's like, main page, go to launched. That's how you find the ones that launched.
Yeah,
I bought my bag of Pog. How many holders? It takes about 18K liquidity to launch.
Yep.
Need a boost. Lazy paired with nuts. Okay, so lazy's paired with nuts.
Well, it needs 200 million to basically graduate.
Yeah.
So if you put 200 million in, which is roughly 10, you can Elizabeth, you're welcome. And that's not to say like, look, we don't want anyone to lose. If people have like a 1% set aside for degenning, like Sami said, take 1%, 1 to 2% of your portfolio set it aside. We don't want you to think that you can't make gains on this. Just know that it's basically like a poker game. You're basically ending up with the chips from the other people that are playing, right? And this is usually people that are in. I mean, people that are inside Pump.Tires at this moment are likely other pulse chain people, and so it's and these things don't have long-term power unless you've got someone really front running a community, because there's no reason to be in the coin for long-term. Whereas, or
if you got a well that will pump eternally. Like we see in PTGC and most and other coins where it's just like, oh no, these wells do not care what you sell at. They're gonna take the price where they want to take.
Right.
But then again, you can't read their minds, so you don't know which ones are actually gonna hold and which ones are gonna rug.
Correct. Yeah, dude, I'm seeing Safe Moon, A1 steak sauce. Like, dude, I think the challenge is on here is almost like find a good meme that doesn't already exist. Difficult to do. And on Pump Fun, I almost say impossible to do because how long it's been around. But on this, dude, with our community and how good we are at memes, dude, give it give it another week, and you'll be hard pressed to find any. It just becomes noise at that point, right? And it's like the Pump Tires does all the protocol, but what's just so funny is, again, like, there's been so many folks in the community that have just warned everyone, Richard included, warned everyone against this stuff. Now, when Richard's building it, and it's like, well, hey, might as well be the real estate developer for the brothel that's coming in the community. Just you guys don't go to it.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And again, that was our whole idea was, all right, launch it so that we got something like that exists on the chain, so we can and then have a bridge as well, so people can bridge into the chain, which I think this does have, is a pulse chain bridge, so people can bridge in, which that part's exciting. It just this needs to get marketed, but you guys just need to know, dude, that it's this will end up becoming just a place of sharks devouring people. That doesn't mean you can't you can't eke out a win.
Nah,
it's just not.
I watched WIF go from 12K to 421 market cap in 1 hour. It's
now okay. Now who was
Pump Tires Nursery?
Who launched that coin? Was it WHIF or WIF? Was it WIF like dog with hat? Because that's WIF. Okay, so I'm searching WHIF. I don't see one on here with this WHIF. WIF is there, like dog with hat Solana meme coin. There's a bunch of WIFs, but let me go to launched and see it launches and see if
no coins are under WHIF.
Yeah, just WIF. It was launched on February 5th. So it launched today, 6 hours ago, dude. 6 hours ago, if you would have gotten to WIF. Yeah, right there on the left. It looks like both those HWIF.
Oh, HWIF. Sorry, it's HWIF not.
Oh, probably Heart with Hat is probably what it is. Like they probably put a hat on him.
Yeah, I don't think it's the other one. Super racist. Yeah, dog with hat, and then Pepe with hat.
Wait, which one's racist?
The next one over with
the
other one was called Oreo, and then this one's
I didn't even see the name of the coin. I was zoomed out too far. I see why, because the actual full name of the token.
Y'all are crazy.
Dude, click on that. I want to see, that was created how many minutes ago?
The dog with hat?
No, the racist one.
Oh, that one's 16 hours ago.
16 hours ago. And so yeah, see, the thing is, I bet that one launched from a wallet that hadn't launched anything else. Yeah, see, when you see those just solid, like steady greens, boom, 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 boom. Be careful.
So like I can pump mine just going and buying into the ground.
Oh yeah, you can keep making more
and I can sell it when other people put their money in and put it right back in and take it out, put it in, and just pump and dump it until it graduates.
Yeah, assuming it graduates. But again, even if it doesn't graduate, there's still a trading market on this site. It's just that and I bet PulseX gets a modification where you can even buy and sell tokens from Pump Tires on PulseX. It just lets you know, like, you have to have high slippage, because they're usually, dude, slippage sometimes gets to 60% plus with some of these things when people are launching them, and like there's a large market demand at the moment. Like if there's someone live on a stream or a Twitter Spaces that has a big following, that's like, all right, we're gonna launch our first meme coin, and then you just watch the slippage jump up. Like you see your coins are worth $1, but they're selling, like you might have $1 worth of coins that are selling for $50.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got like 6,000 more pulse since then, or maybe more pogs. If I were to sell max.
Yeah, you have to click on.
No, I'm down. I'm back down. I'm still up, but not up.
Yeah, you're still up 10.9%. About 11. Yeah, instead of 11.6, you're up like 10.9.
Yeah, just sell them all and then buy them right back. What do you think that would do? How much?
Well, the thing is, I bet some bots would slide in and make it to where you. I think you'd be buying them in. You wouldn't be buying them in basically at the Hold on, give everyone the heads up first. Like if you guys bought it on the stream, sell before Max so that Max.
I just hit sell because I figured these were bots. It's okay because I'm buying. I'll let you guys know I'm buying back in.
Let Max know if it was anyone on. Well, I'm not wanting to speak for Max, but I'm just saying, like.
No. You're good. You're good. I'm just
watching this.
I'm seeing what happens if I dump and then repump.
Right.
What it does to my stack and what it does to the chart. Which is weird because.
Like you're later on the curve.
I think the bots bought it all.
Well, first you have to. It takes a second for it to confirm on chain.
Okay. Yeah.
So did it? You didn't hit place trade yet, did you?
Yeah, it went through.
Okay,
it wasn't updated on the chart. So now I'm going to go buy.
So go back to
I'm gonna
sell though.
put-
Go back to sell and see if it still shows them in your wallet.
Sell max. No, they're still in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hit place trade and I ran it.
It
but
probably did an approval first, and then
Are you
now it'll
still
probably
streaming?
sell it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So it's still not in my wallet here. But it also doesn't show the the transaction happened. Like, look,
No, you probably just didn't.
transaction went through. Like I sold my infinite pogs.
So it just shows that it's. This is why it's different than or it was just it might have just been the approval transaction though. It might have just approved you to spend that amount. I mean, see if you can sell it. I mean, worst case, it lets you sell tokens that don't exist twice.
Well, it says it already went through. No, I'm sorry. It says approved. Sorry.
That's what I've been saying. Your approval.
Okay. So everyone that may have put any money in this sell right now, because I'm going to dump.
There you go.
I'm going to rebuy, just so you guys know, so you can front run
It's
me.
an experiment.
Sell your stuff, and then let me sell. Then buy back, and then I'll buy back. And I just want to see what my stack, like how much I lose to.
Dude, I want
fees.
Yeah, like
It's
Okay.
good. It's good that you gave everyone a heads up of selling, because let me tell you something that someone with a good strong following did on Solana. Their following hates them. They literally started launching meme coins live in an X space. They started out with 0 Solana in their wallet. They asked people to contribute. People contributed like 6 Solana total. They ended up launching a meme without giving their followers, without giving anyone on the space heads up. They literally have people buy it up to like $10 million. Then they'd say, "Now this is a dumb meme. I'm selling." And they'd sell without giving their viewers heads up. And so they literally just rugged all their viewers' money 6 times in a row that one day, and ended up with like 550 Solana. And I'm like, and they were like celebrating, being like, "This is so." I'm like, dude, you're not giving anyone a heads up that you're selling. Like, you're literally just dumping your people. Like,
Well,
what the fuck?
I don't think you should get me started on giving people a heads up, because that's like one of my biggest problems with Pump.Tires was the fact that nobody in the community, well, I shouldn't say nobody, very, very few people in our community were given a heads up about this, which I feel like Richard Hart could have definitely sent out a hint or a nudge or a wink, and he didn't at all. I know people want to front run you and stuff like that. I get that. But I just feel like I would never do anything in the AG project community without giving my homies on Telegram a heads up and my homies that come watch us on stream. I would definitely give hints before I did anything.
Exactly.
Just because they're my homies, I feel like I owe it to them.
Right, exactly.
All right, so now we're gonna dump.
It'll be interesting to see what
dumping $50 of Pulse, which I think that 100,000 is going to be taken in slippage.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the
There we go.
Now you see that. Look, it only dumped a bit, because the protocol, believe it or not, puts some money into the tokens a bit. Like, well, it's a bonding curve. So again, that's what I'm saying is, even though you're selling, you still got the best rate at the very beginning. So watch if you were to try to buy 1 million Pulse again, see how many you'd get.
Well, I'm putting my 100,000 Pulse back in that I got in.
In profit.
I feel like I got even though I don't know what it's going to be.
Well, you could look at the transaction to see how much you got. But yeah, if you made 10% gain, like, yeah, you can see, because again, guys, the more value you can extract
to do this, now it's only 3 cents.
Yeah, the more people you can extract value from that are outside of the community, dude. I mean, it's ideally Bitcoin bros come and start playing with this, but I don't think we see that.
You guys had a chance to front run these $50 trades.
Oh no!
It almost
just nullified it. Yeah, it basically just nullified.
Basically, it just brought us back to where we were.
Which shows you. And so, how many did you get for that amount? Let's see how many you got.
I got
hit max again. Hit
11 million. I got 11 million pogs.
Okay, so yeah, you basically
I can't sell for what I bought for because of the slippage. Like, I'm paying money in fees and slippage.
Yep.
Every time I do this.
Yep, and the curve, right? Like the curve. It's interesting the way the curves work since they're pre-launched. The way the bonding curves work when it's going backwards, right? But it basically is like, we just have to look at what the bonding curve.
Now we're at 10%. We were at 13% before the bots or somebody took profit. But Bananas. Let's go to our favorite website on earth and bounce through this information real quick, because
Yes, this
this is
what
actually
matters.
what people come for.
Look how much better of a site, dude. You know what I mean? And the thing is,
It's a little bit better than Pump.tires.
well, dude, and the utility, man. That's the thing about this project that's so dope is it's got like tokenomics is designed for a reason. They're incentives for good behavior for the community and disincentives for bad behavior for the community, right? And so that's what's so cool about projects like this is because tokenomics were created for a reason. That's why Hex 10,000. That's why Hex outperformed everything in the market last bull. Is the tokenomics were something people really hadn't seen yet. And it's like people are reverting back to like Dogecoin things of like just seeing their first meme, but not realizing that they're saturating amongst millions of memes now, you know? Whereas this project has a 4-year reason to participate.
Yeah. You know what? I can't do this in good conscience. I'm warning all you guys, I'm gonna sell again.
Yeah, give like a 30 second, give like at least a 30-second heads up front run.
Because here. I'm looking at this, and you know what Pogs may or may not do, which is just probably nothing. And I'm looking at that money, and I'm looking at this price right here of Dark, right? Dark's $15 bucks, right? 1572. Dark right there.
Yep, dude, such a steal, bro.
And I'm just thinking, man, that just even $50 to me is worth, you know. So I'll sell this in a second, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy some Pulse. Yes.
The bathroom's clogged.
Okay. I'll fix it when I get a second. You can use our bathroom.
Okay.
Oh no, the problem is the water's off till 1, so there's no water till 1.
You got to pay that water bill, Max.
Okay. I know I gotta pay. I degen all my money into tires,
to pump tires,
pumped out tires. I know. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I've just let everyone. That was your chance to sell, to front run me.
Yeah,
we'll max it out. I'm gonna place the trade, and of course, eat some slippage and pay 3 cents.
How much does it say you should be receiving? It says you should be receiving 1,080,000 pulse, so you still got like 8%. Still got an 8% gain, dude.
Is not bad.
And hopefully that's from bots, dude. If that's from bots and you can get 8% on bots, dude, beautiful. Right. Hopefully it's not people in here that like believed in, or maybe it's other people that saw it and they're like, dude, now Max, watch you exit and now watch that thing fly and graduate in about 20 minutes. And and dude, people that own like 1 million Pogs end up having like a $10,000.
I'll be left behind.
I mean, it was the first Pogs token on chain, dude. That is something to brag about. The first Pogs token on Pulse.
Put my million Pulse into here, and right now that same million Pulse that we played around, it's like $46, $47. It's fetching prices.
Well, 1,080,000 Pulse, because you end up getting like, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm leaving the 80,000 in there for fees.
Okay, word. Yep.
But I'm gonna get almost.
Dude, that's crazy. You can almost get 3 dark, dude.
Dude, someday I believe we'll come back and we'll watch this stream.
Yeah.
And we'll watch me buying almost 3 dark for $47, and people are gonna lose their minds.
Yeah, and that
39 cents to trade, that sucks. Okay, that ate up most of what I have left in this wallet.
Bro, that's my whole point of like why this could either be a better protocol than Solana, because it takes some of that energy out of the bots and out of the granted if there's big money, but the fact that the gas fees do rise like Solana, you're not going to see that expensive.
Yeah.
And this is still close to instant settlement, but not like Solana. But that just is so rife for scams, whereas this actually creates a little bit more of a gateway for them. It's more expensive for them to operate if they wanted to get in and out on every token, or if they wanted to bundle up, so many tokens. And they also have to have influence. That's the other thing you need trustworthy influence. And imagine if someone just launched 100 of these shitters and dumped on their community every time. How much credibility would they have left? They'd be cooked. Right. I watched that same influencer the next day not even be able to get a token to graduate. Like they went
Right.
from being able to get tokens up to $10 million that could have been legit memes, but they killed their baby before they could have grown. Like they were good memes. And they literally within a day wrecked their belief because they just did, they literally stole, they basically got the community to jump in, front ran them on the cell each time live, like dunk it in their face, and then walked with it and then laughed at them. It's like, dude, that's sadly there are people, believe it or not, there are thousands of people out there that like when their leader does that to them, that actually sells in their face, makes fun of them. And that's actually a personality that some people want to follow in crypto, believe it or not.
Yep, for sure. We need someone to boost Dex Scanner Pogs on Dex Scanner.
Dude, watch. XT Armstrong is going to make $1 million off Pogs, dude, and you got
Need
out
more
of it,
holders.
It's going to be a CTO, a community takeover. People are going to CTO Pogs, and you're going to be left out in the rain, dude.
If you don't buy Wilhelm von Grutz, you're a Nazi. I just bought a bunch of Pog for 50 cents.
There you go.
Max
Dude,
is about to steal your money. I did. I stole your 50 cents. I didn't get it. It's mostly lost to fees and stuff. But
and bots.
This is nothing less than better, either high or low, until the player takes out their liquidity. Yeah, even when Pogs populates on PulseX and Dex Screener, you need to market the meme. Yeah, so you still got to have marketing. You got to have a community to market to. And otherwise, it just
you do better if the meme is just so good that everyone thinks it's phenomenal and they buy it. It's just, how do you get those eyes all at once? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, Pumped Out Tires could technically, if it wanted to develop, it could become its own. Dude, here's the thing: if Richard or whoever's behind it wants to make this thing huge, what they need to do is add X functionality into it, and basically it could become the new crypto Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, why would you even need to be on X if you could get millions of people on the site? Which is what Pump Fun had the vision of doing, but I think the SEC or some other local laws made them remove their streaming functionality. Like they couldn't do it because people were like, dude, this is just a live like gaming casino where there's people that are, shilling pump and dumps like in real time, nonstop. But in this, they might be able to now that the regulation is started to ease up, they might allow that to be back on, and that would be smart for them to do it. Yeah, Pogs has some more red candles now.
Yeah.
Me to buy, baby.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it's just everyone's given up on it. They're like, no, this was a bad idea. Everyone out. Run out. Everyone's running out of the building on fire.
Dude, the first Pog token on Pulse Chain, that's pretty, dude. That's
Jesus.
I don't hold any, dude. I don't even know how many people hold any. How many is on that's a 6% bonding curve now.
Yeah. So this is where I try to get. In fact, there was people that hone dark that have never been to this website. I was literally talking to someone yesterday, and they're like, "Yeah, I got some dark. It's awesome. I love dark, but what do I do with it?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, you got to mint fuel cells because that's how you end up getting the yield and put into the lottery, the next lottery." They're like, "Cool. Where do I do that?" And I was like, "Oh no, like." I've dropped the ball here with marketing and with explaining, because you got to go to agproject.io, click on minting, and then I can mint. I've got 3. It's just 1 for 1. 1 dark gets you 1 fuel cell. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's showing me the points right now. But of course, the next minting window doesn't open for 19 days. So you've got to wait 19 days, and in 19 days, you'll have 11 days. This will change to 11-day countdown for you to mint Journey 3. So 1 dark matter equals 1 fuel cell. And basically, you're giving up the ability to sell that dark for the next 2 or 3 years until you earn back your dark in the fuel cell, and then you go into profit. Right? Then you get more dark matter than you gave up, especially in the first 4 journeys that have the highest yield. So you're literally, this is it. You're basically trading the dark for the fuel cell, which is a piggy bank and a lottery ticket. And the lottery tickets are liquid.
And dude, one of the
treasury's locked.
Instruments of value transferability that I mean, dude, if you want to get deep into it, dude, you could theoretically like what are the things around selling an NFT? You could technically sell that NFT that has scrapable amount and And if it's, or you could scrape it, sell that NFT, or burn that NFT, vaporize it at some point, get the stuff out of it. What are the implications for that? Like if it's burnt, like what are the, I mean, again, we don't want to talk about tax stuff or you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's got some interesting tools for some interesting things that weren't even part of the thought of creating it, but you could actually get quite creative with it. If you wanted to hold money in a bunch of different places where you had cash, where you had a piggy bank, and you have basically instantly convertible cash, which would be lottery winnings that are attached to it. Plus you've got, I mean, there's just a lot of cool things that we haven't even gone. I'm sure there are people that will go down that rabbit hole, but I would just love to see someone identify all the different potential use cases that aren't even inside the community, but just how cool it's designed.
Yeah, but how would you put this as simply as possible? Like you just went into a lot of very, very detailed, deep stuff. But what would you like if you wanted to make this as simple as possible for it? Someone says, "Hey, I found these dark matter in my wallet. What do I do?"
I'd say. I mean, it's so difficult because you have to look at who's the audience you're talking to. If we're talking to hexagons, it's like you've got a hex stake that basically that is a forever hex stake that's always earning every 45 days. It's getting cash deposit on the. I mean, okay, it's like a permanent hex stake that has basically a bonus that has a bonus cash win opportunity at a basically 1 in 5 chance. And I mean, again, it's who's the audience you're talking to, because that means nothing to anyone if you're talking to Solana people, you know, but it's like it's a timeless hex stake with maximum scarcity. That's almost what you'd have to say, but
you didn't answer what do I do with it.
Oh, well,
you were trying to explain what it is and what you can do. If someone says, I got 4 dark in my wallet, what do I do?
Right. And I would say, I mean, again, and we're the hardest people to ask because we know so much about it. But I would say, well, you definitely want to be in on the next journey. And I'd say you want to get a piggy bank as soon as you can. And when you get a piggy bank, you basically get you get a chance at winning a lottery every piggy bank that you get, you know? And so I'd say go get some piggy banks. The earlier you get your piggy banks, the more money they fill up with faster.
Yeah, I would say go to agproject.io, connect your wallet, and mint during the next minting window.
Yep. Which is I was just saying.
And then I would say, in the meantime, go to our Telegram, watch YouTube. You know, watch the little short videos that we got going on, and then you can understand what the lottery and the treasury do later. But like steps 1, 2, and 3 are go to agproject.io, connect your wallet, and mint in the next window.
Yeah, which is just the same thing as me saying buy your piggy banks. As sooner you get your piggy bank, the better, the more money it earns faster. Which is the same way as saying mint in the next journey. I was using it in ways in terms that wasn't necessarily using because someone wouldn't know what a minting window is unless they were in the community.
Right. But like I said, this is just simple 1, 2, 3 steps. 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. Yeah. Go mint an NFT. That's what I'd say. Go mint an NFT. Like, you know, go mint an NFT. They're not like your other. No, they're not PFP NFTs. They're high utility NFTs.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Dude, the bonding curve progress on the King of the Hill progress is 7% on Pogs. I wonder what, dude, the King of the Hill thing means you basically get that top of the page marketing power.
Mm-hmm. So for the people that minted in Journey 2, they have 9 days and 3 hours. Let me actually refresh this. I think it's less than that. Yeah, 8 days. 8 days, 4 hours until 7,000 dark are going to be given out to just under 2,000 winners.
Yep.
So almost 2,000 people are going to split this 7,000 dark, and it's going to be liquid and scrapable with this scrape button right here.
Mm-hmm.
So when you win it, it's liquid. You can scrape it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can go play on pump.tires. You can dump it. You can liquidity provide with it. You can hang on to it for the next minting round, which I that's what my favorite thing to do is like, wow, cool. I got some free fuel cells from the next run. But yeah, so that's right here. And then of course, the treasury is sitting at 180,000 plus what's already been earmarked for that's been paid out in Journey 1. So Journey 1 paid out 2693
Yep.
mark. Then those are all sitting there waiting for people to every 45 days it's going to just keep going up and up and up and up. Right there. And then we have the email address. Again, the mint is inactive and for 19 days. However, this button right here says coming soon, still spelled COMMING.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
M's. Hey, it's letting people know that M's are there. There's lots of M's to be made.
The M's to be made. I like that hint. But this button is most likely going to be hacked around the same time that this lottery gives out. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I'm giving all of you guys a heads up. Why? Because I'm a kick-ass founder. That's why.
Man.
8 days, something crazy might happen with this button right here. And this button right here is going to go live in 19 days. So you can actually mint the 45,000 fuel cells that the evil address is going to mint in Journey 3.
Yep.
So that's an interesting button right there. And then of course, vaporize. Don't ever do not listen to people when they tell you to vaporize. The only useful thing I like about this one is I've got 5 fuel cells, as you can see. My wallet's connected, or else this won't show up. So you got to connect your wallet, and this says view selected fuel cells. And as you can see, the first fuel cells were all paid a little bit from the treasury. The second journey is not paid until the end. Well, until we mint again, basically.
Right.
So basically, the mint that happens in 19 days, that's about the same time that you're going to get paid. In Journey 2, fuel cells are going to get paid. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's going to be 0 for about 20 more days, give or take. So yeah, that's everything you need to know about the website, about the project to get started. And then of course here we have our chart, which we had a little mini bull run right here. It lined up with our bull, halfway with our bull. The other half of the bull just came down dramatically right here. We had the what was this? This wasn't pumped up. This is the pumped out tires dump right here.
Yeah.
What was this dump right here? I forget.
That one was the oh my goodness. That was the oh my gosh, what was that? Let's see. It was right before the lottery. So it was just like or no, it was right before, it was right when the minting window was ending. So that was like 20 days ago. So like 3 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, we went over it on stream yesterday.
Yeah.
But it totally tells a story. It was
because we
not
this is
SSD,
Interpol.
but
Here's Interpol, Ulti, and some other dump right here happened.
Yeah, and then there was
And then you had another dump just a few days later, which
right.
this is just a bunch of hex and pulse wells that were just dumped.
Yep, that's right. That's what it was. Those were those are big
like
stakes.
$1 million of hex was sold over here. And then this is the pump dot tires dump right here, which is still apparently going on. Look at the core coins. Excuse me. And then of course you definitely want to go here. You want to go to Market League every single day.
Yes, very important, guys. You guys are doing awesome, and they do a good job of thanking us, even if it's a bot. But like actually letting us know that they appreciate it whenever we do a vote on X, and so we need to make sure we keep showing them love, and make sure you give Carpe Diem some love as well.
Yeah, so I just voted for Carpe Diem because they're the homies that told us about this site. Yeah, of course, vote for Dark Matter, and I'm gonna post it on Twitter here. So I'll share it on Twitter. There you go, voted for it. Post with the link. Follow those guys. If you guys are done with this one or bored with this one, the shit show has a really good Agent J is going to be doing some TA. So go jump on that with the replay.
Dude,
game.
The shit show is such a good name for, and of course they're the homies and everything, and they've got a token that they've created a community and put a lot of work behind, and create a section where they were literally just doing like live, like just like, hey, get in a big space where it's like, hey, anyone that wants to play the dangerous game of like launching and buying pump fund tokens in real time, and then basically being like, how high can market cap get, and then dump. Someone's going to create that, dude, and extract a lot of value. But people are going to like playing it. People are going to like, getting a 2x while someone else loses their ass. You know what I mean? It's so interesting to see, dude.
And then after that, we have the supply. Again, 500,000 is sitting in the evil address. This is going to make its way into the treasury and the lottery. Then you have the treasury with 18%. And then you got the mystery box with 12%. Then you got the biggest well with less than 4%. Then you got the lottery with less than 4% right now. And then you got this OG 8090 right here. So if you add up like these top 6 addresses, I think it comes close to 90%. And 3 of those are smart contracts.
Yep.
One's benevolent, 3 smart contracts. This dude hasn't done much. He just came in heavy with the mining and the Wishwell phase. He has some fuel cells, but we're waiting to see I think he's trying to figure out if he wants to do liquidity or minting. This one is a mystery. I don't know what he's doing, but he's sitting on about 4%. You got this guy dropped in. He's got a few percent together. You got Randy Larsky with less than 1%, which is crazy. Oh, and then here's Firewell sitting on about 0.5%.
Yeah, about 0.6.
Yeah, but if you were to add up all of these percentages on the first page of 50, I think you're sitting at like 98, 99%.
Yeah, which is,
right
dude, I like that distribution, especially because we know we know the storyline. We've read the book. Like we know some things that happen that are good and that are bullish. And those that are in for the lotteries are going to be very happy that they entered. Yeah,
it's going to be like the people that were staking their hex when it was worth very, very little, and they were getting crazy T-share rates.
Yep.
Like they weren't getting T-shares, they were getting Q shares.
Yep.
Like they were getting 1,000 T-shares at a swipe. So they're actually at Q shares, which is something you hear about B shares, but you don't hear about Q shares very much. And there's a bunch of people with Q shares from back in the day that are they got that first mover advantage.
Yep.
And then here's the fuel cells. See, like this, like I'm trying to give you guys a bunch of hints and winks and nods and be like, hey, like there's not a lot of dark tokens. In fact, 500 of these are burnt. 502 of these are burnt. Yep. So there's not even 1 million. But this is the part that I try to stress to people is you've got the evil address and you got the mystery box sitting on 1 and 2. They clearly understand the game, right? It's almost like the OA, right? They kind of know what's up. And then you've got Randy Larsky just killing it, king of the hill. He's the Poseidon right now with fuel cells. Yep. And then you've got a few whales. I believe this is the 8090 guy, but I'm not sure. 7,500. I think this is 8090. Yep, 8090. So here's our 8090 OG that is, holding on to one of the highest percentages of them, and he's been minting like crazy.
Yep.
You got A2C7. I don't even know who this is. I have no idea who this is. Right there, but they're killing it with 7,000.
Yeah.
Right. And then it kind of goes down. Like there's not many whales. Then you got like some sharks right here for a bit. And then you got some dolphins. Did you know if you have 10 fuel cells, you're a dolphin? That's insane.
Crazy.
Right now, 10 fuel cells will cost you $160.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine like becoming a whale or a dolphin in Hex for 160
Dude,
bucks?
Bananas.
Well, no, let me put it this way. Can you imagine being a dolphin or a shark in Bitcoin for 160 bucks?
No, but hey, I know what it's like to get almost 2 Bitcoin for $160.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been there.
Absolutely.
So if you had a time machine, you would go back and you would go ham.
I just never would have sold any, and then I would have paid attention to the Mount. I would have done more research on Mt. Gox, realized that it wasn't a hardware wallet, or it wasn't like a DeFi wallet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I mean, dude, they raped and pillaged us, dude, that were in Bitcoin early, dude. I mean, dude, Mt. Gox, they, you know, very few of us can frame Japanese court letters with our name on it. Like that's a badge of honor to a degree, but it also is like, you shouldn't have put your stuff in Mt. Gox, dummy.
So a couple replay gangs here for you. Randy Larsky, Captain RG3,
great
had
stream.
very, very interesting talk. A lot of information that we got from Panama, and I'll look forward to what they're putting together in Vegas in March. And then, of course, Agent J on the shit show. Go watch replay gang on that one if you're, doing laundry or going for a walk, or if you, have one of those jobs where you can stick an earbud in and walk around. Definitely some good replay gangs here. And if you've hung in here with us, I can't believe nobody jumped in the green room with that everything going on.
Yeah.
Hoorah, not me here. So do I profit when the evil address is hacked? That's a great question. That is the question everyone. What's in it for me? What's in it for me?
Fair question.
That's a great question. So how do I profit? LOL. Okay, just have Red Squirrel have AI RH mention Dark on Twitter. It will only feel slimy for a moment. At this point, I'm not even worried about it. Like
it's better to have us group launch a dang meme coin and get in at the same rate, and then have it do that, and then take all the earnings that are from a bunch of degens and put them into Dark.
Yeah. Bananas. I don't know. I mean, Dark $16 today.
Yeah.
It was $12 yesterday. I don't know how far RH is going to let his cores fall, because let's be honest, all the other whales, they're still in it. Like Firewell owns so much pulse. It will make your head spin.
Yeah, it really
would. So the whales are holding up the RH ecosystem for the most part. There's a couple that have, capitulated and dumped $1 million worth of hex here or there, or they've dumped a bunch of pulse and they're out doing something else with their money.
Right.
Cool. But for the most part, RH is the whale of whales. I would say God whale, but that's the name of another whale. But he's like the super whale. Like RH is the super whale, and
he's the Poseidon. Yeah, the dude.
Look at what he did with Most. You can say, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of Hexkins and people aped into Most.
Yeah.
And a lot of them made good money. I'm very happy for them. But don't think for a second that you buying in and holding is making a difference on that price.
Yeah.
No. There are people literally throwing in $500,000 into Most. And it might be a whale. Yeah. It's probably Richard.
Yeah. I mean,
like if I owned Most and I controlled Most and I had the money to throw $500,000 in at a time, I would do it. It's just like he's the most likely person that's pumping and holding that up. And the question is like that video you sent me of Sami. Like I almost want to play that video right now on stream. We're already at 2 hours. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing watching us for 2 hours. It blows my mind that anyone's still here.
We should probably structure it where every point at the beginning of the stream, we maybe do one fun thing and then like a 5-minute like run through of the specific things this needs time, and then the rest is fun. That way we don't disincentivize people that do take the time to watch, that are waiting an hour to get some of the main stuff. We can get it out of the way, and then anyone that wants to hang out afterwards and create and watch Pog's token be created and buy it, then you can do crazy things like that. Or get some of the alpha, like what Max is going to play from Sami,
We should probably chop this up into like 4 streams so people can either get their daily update or
exactly
mess around or look at stuff and talk about stuff.
Well, I love when
That's
I love
a good
when,
idea in the
I love
future.
when, like news streamers say I'm not going to bury the lead, and they like the title that gets you hooked. They jump right into it. Like I appreciate that so much. Instead of them like talking about how their day was, see, this and this, and then it's like, and you can't even it doesn't have enough viewers on them, so you can't see where like the viewership spikes, and you just have to guess in a 2-hour stream like where they talked about stuff. I love when they jump out what the title is at the very beginning at least.
That's a really good idea. I think we should do update and then whatever we want to talk about that day.
Yeah.
And then whatever else people want to talk about that day. And
Yep.
making 3 separate streams so you can get what you want without wading through all this.
Exactly.
But I was bringing up Sami stream. So Hexia sent me one of Sami streams this morning where Sami is basically like, look, Richard got the timing on Ethereum wrong and everyone did. And here's why they got the timing of Ethereum wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, listen, like you got to be patient. It might be another 6 months or something like that. For no one knows when the altcoin season is going to hit because this has been a weird cycle, really weird.
Right.
But all the news that we have is good from Washington. All the news I got.
Trump's
from
just bought more
Panama-
Ethereum 2 days ago, like literally
Yeah.
2 days ago.
All the information I got from Panama is crazy bullish for our ecosystem.
Mhm.
Crazy bullish. And, we're still here kicking. And we'll be here
That's great.
until we're not here on, till we leave this mortal coil. I plan on just being here. This is
Yep.
you're the people I like hanging out with. You're my friends.
Yep.
You're my homies. You're my family. You're my cult. And
Yep.
I wouldn't.
And
I
anyone
can't-
that's new, you're included in that. Like anyone that's new that's joined, if you're not chatting, not speaking up, know that
The
you're included in
lurkers.
that, dude. This is such a small community that, trust me, dude, that we want everyone from all types of backgrounds, whatever your crypto experience is.
there was a
think
bunch
you
of
do
people
well.
that have a pile of dark
Yeah.
that I've never heard from. That I'm sitting in Panama or Hexray, Jamie Hexray chick. She's sitting there, and someone will come up and be like, I've got a bunch of dark, right?
Yeah.
And then they just walk away. They'll be like, I'm number 11 on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Well, talk to me, bro. Like, where are you going?
Yeah.
There's a lot of you sneaky lurkers in here. We know you, and you're our family too. We
Yeah,
appreciate
exactly.
every one of you guys. And I've seen some big sales going on as the market's been falling. And go with God. Take your profits. Do what feels right for you. And I got nothing but love for you guys. So
AirPods, air fryers,
AirPods, air fryers, air servers,
Air Jordans,
Air Jordans, Air Force Ones.
Air Force
We're-
Ones.
We were all talking about that in Panama.
Dude,
We're
that's
like,
a good. Hey, is there an Air Force One token yet? Dude, that would be a sick one.
I love this. Wilhelm von Grutzen is pumping,
Oh, let's check
and
it
it
out.
dumped. Like literally 2 seconds apart. It's like,
Dude.
hey, it's gone.
Squirrel, have you seen the other one? Or maybe you read his message late. Maybe he said he was creating WVG because it was 1 minute prior to when we looked at it. So maybe it's the same one. Maybe we thought someone beat him to it, but maybe we just read his comment late. I'm gonna look for it. WVG.
Yeah.
Wilhelm von
There
Grutzen.
might be
Yep.
2 of them.
Let's see how close it is to King of the Hill. Because when you're King of the Hill, dude, you get that marketing space at the top of the site when people go to it. It's got a market cap of 1,000. Hey, it's over 1,000, baby. You're at 5% of King of the Hill and 5% of the curve. It's so wild, dude. But yeah, it was him that created it. How
Crazy.
wild is that? We're living in a world where people can create a token while on stream. Like they create 100 tokens while on stream. Bananas, dude.
Yeah. Oh, someone took Fast Abdul's face on a baby
Yeah.
under current king.
Oh, yeah. HSB, it says Hexagon Sperm Bank. Market cap 34. So it graduated, or it's about to graduate.
So Pogs has crashed all the way back down, and it went from 13% bonding curve to 2% bonding curve.
See, dude, it's crazy. Dude, hey, the Hexagon Sperm Bank is there's people that have gotten their profits, but again, it's scary. It's the current king of the hill. It's at 99% bonding curve.
Yeah.
So it's almost there, dude. And then it'll be so interesting to see what happens right after it. Oh, it just launched. I watched it in real time launch. I didn't buy anything. So now I'm going to go to Pulse X and look at it.
Yeah, check it out and see people just ganking the pulse out of that son of a bee.
Yeah,
Just
or
gank
that's the thing. Or if it's a good meme, dude, the thing can run for a bit. I mean, if all those were truly different wallets, like you can look at the holder distribution right there on the on the thing. But I'm let's see, Hexagon Sperm Bank.
I'm just gonna say these tokens on Pumped Out Tires are 95% whale and 5% community involvement. Or
Well,
people
there's a
buying
bot. There's a
meme and
bot
liking the
percentage in
meme
there
and
too.
chasing the meme and having fun with the meme.
Yeah, there's a bot portion in there too.
There's only one Wilhelm von Grutzen, LOL.
This is true.
Diehard
bullish,
Hexagon.
dude.
I haven't fallen asleep yet. You should fall asleep. How anyone can listen to me for more than 20 minutes and not start nodding off is beyond me. It's crazy. I tell people all the time, if you have trouble sleeping at night, go to my YouTube channel. You won't understand any, especially the non-crypto people. I'm like, you won't understand anything I'm saying. I have a pretty, chill voice. Basically, I'm going to put you to sleep.
Yeah.
I am audio Lunesta. I'm audio Ambien.
Yeah.
Right here. I will knock you out. Well, no, chloroform. I'm audio chloroform for people, even people that know crypto are like, yeah. Crazy. Smo Spider says crazy. But then again, I'm happy for people like Hexo. I'm happy for people like Sloth. I'm happy for Richard. Richard has basically a place where he can funnel his money into Pulse now,
right,
and not worry about getting it wrecked. Like everyone talks about PDI, right? PDI to $1, PDI blah, blah, blah. It's like, why would he let you guys exit, like use him as exit liquidity right now until he's got it on lock? Why would he give away hundreds of millions of dollars to all you guys that have been talking about it for 2 years now? It doesn't make sense, but he can hold his economic energy in his meme tokens.
Yeah.
Better than he can hold them in the cores.
Because these tokens also are like the protocols launching them, right? Like it's not someone launching them. Like you're not creating a liquid, like you're literally just typing. Again, you don't need to put any money in. You can just type type 2 pieces of info in a ticker, a name, and then you upload an image, and that's it. Like that's it. You don't need to do anything. It'll launch the dang token.
Nah. All right, we've been streaming for long. Go replay those other dudes. Hang out. I'm gonna try to do a stream about the book later, where we're gonna start. I'm gonna start organizing all the reviews and edits, and we can go chapter by chapter and get this book finished, get it to market as well. While we're waiting, because most of Dark Matter is waiting 11 days to see what happens. Waiting 11 days to see how many people mint fuel cells, waiting 11 days to see if you won the lottery. And it just repeats. Every 11 days, there's something cool happening.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we just talk about what's going on, give you guys an update, and just build the community. Even if it's one follower at a time, we're just here to build the community. Dang,
dude, Hexagon Sperm Bank launched and it dipped hard. And then now it started climbing up, dude. It like dipped. It did as happens when it graduates. Some people usually take their profit because they're scared that everyone's just going to exit at that point. But the meme was good enough that some people jumped in, and now it's back down to where it was when it graduated, slightly lower. I'm on the 1 minute chart, but that thing is it's got 15K liquidity, $48,000 market cap, so it's still higher than if you would have bought in. But it's only it's up 10% from when it graduated. It's pretty wild. Now it's down lower. Now it's down 2% from when it graduated. Anyway,
I want to leave people with this question: do I profit when the evil address is hacked?
Good question.
In 8 days, I think we're going to have an answer to that question.
Me too.
So even if you reach only one person with something that changes their life, that's huge.
Amen.
Yes, yes, yes.
I couldn't believe more in that philosophy.
Even if that person is you, you know, if you are the one that gets yourself to the gym, if you're the one that gets yourself to stop smoking or drinking, if you're the one that improves your relationship with yourself and your family, if you're the one that fixes your finances, changing that one person's life that's you is monumental. A lot of people in this life don't get around to changing their own life, let alone other people.
Right.
So what you do matters, and you matter.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good question. Love you guys. Love you too, man. Hex T Armstrong is he's a big dude. He's an important dude in his life, in his civilian life. He's got some big old responsibilities and a hell of a beard. So
Yeah.
shout out to Hex T Armstrong and his beard, and of course to Diehard Hexaken and Gray Squirrel. All you guys is just crazy. Hey, don't forget to go vote. Hello.
Yes.
I did fall asleep listening to you one night. You have a soothing voice. That's what I'm talking about. Diehard Hexaken, Queen Mom. Yes, you are the Queen Mom. Queen Mom of Randy. Love it, love it. Yeah, go and vote. Vote for Smo Spider. Vote for Red Squirrel. Vote for Zephyr Trips. Vote for all those. Cape Figure, all those guys in our stream. Go vote for them. Like and retweet their piece of art, because we only have 8 days left till when the next lottery hits, we will have our winner of the art contest. So, yeah. Yeah, I told you at Pulse Wave Vision, soothing tones. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Hexius. Is there anything you want to leave people with or tell them?
No, I think that was a great, just be careful and have fun. And again, there's nothing that, if we saw a bunch of different memes on Pump Fun, you don't even need to put your financial energy into them. Prefer that it stays in dark for you, but just creating the memes so that they're on there with the description that basically says like either the contract address or says like go. There's different ways to market. Now this is a new marketing tool that we haven't even seen people maximize the utility of yet. So
yeah,
something that I think we can use for marketing in a way that no one else is using it, like just as a billboard, just to get massive stuff up there without having to spend $1.
Yeah, I'll replay. I missed the start. That's okay. You were probably over on Shit Show. I was hoping to jump on here, do a quick update, and go join the Shit Show with Agent J, which I'm definitely going to be on the replay game. But we just got lost in the sauce. Yes, but you guys really help us. We're thankful for you all. No, we think we're here because of you. Without a community, we're just a dude in a closet talking to himself about crypto.
Yeah, with a badass project, but no one enjoying the ride. So you guys are everything.
All right, we will catch. I'm going to try to catch you guys later today. Oh shoot, tonight is Brandon's Dollar Riot. He has the Dollar Riot one at 6. I've got a meeting at 6:30 tonight. So if I do stream, it'll be early or late again today.
Word.
Yes. The Dex screen banner is where it's at. It is. We certainly will profit. I love the belief. Believe in something bigger than ourselves.
Amen.
All right. Love you guys. We'll catch you either later today or tomorrow. But we'll be here.
Yep.
All right. Ciao.